that's fine. We're doing some rough order from last stage. Qadsiah, huge addition. The meta has lined up perfectly for him. Like, VP looking so good this stage. Everything is perfect. Hey, Iconics. Hey, Sam. Hey, San. Sam and San. Yeah, everything's looking perfect for VP. I expect we'll see even more ice in this stage as well. And actually, Jwoo, Kevstar, ice. Like, what a fucking front line, you know? Gala's going to get to play Kiri, aces. Fixer has actually looked like, of all the main supports, I think, in EMEA, Fixer has been the one who looks the most comfortable on stuff like Kiri, so hopefully some of that translates to Wu Yang. I feel like in terms of playstyle, Wu Yang a little bit closer to Kiri in terms of some of the demands, but it's not like it's not a great comparison, but I think of all the supports, it's closest. So actually, yeah, I think everything's looking up for VP. Never a bad time to sign Kevstar, and this happens to be potentially the best time to sign Kevstar as well. Elsewhere, Genji, also big changes. Zodial going to be joined by Backbone now. Tread in. Gara's not really playing for this team, so it's going to be Kaneo and Crispy, I think, for the most part, and then Sky potentially as well. My understanding is these two are basically competing for a spot, so there's always a chance Sky can play, but if I had to put money on it, I'd predict Kaneo. I didn't actually watch any of those leaked scrims, so I don't know if anyone has... if anyone did watch those leaked scrims that Qadsiah accidentally put on, I think there was a Reddit post about it. Don't know if anybody watched those and if it was Kaneo or Sky in. I don't think there's a huge difference between the two players, but for my money, Kaneo's the better player, so I would expect him to feature. But you can always play both of them, right? For like a Kiri Wu Yang type thing. Maybe this is actually one of the teams that we see a lot of Anna Wu Yang in Korea. Maybe if I'm Genji, I'm really considering that. I think it has to be said as well, for this meta in particular, as far as hitscan goes, like hitscans who can play stuff, I said earlier Lubzo was probably the best option. I think Zodial was actually second behind him. Then maybe Quartz, you know, they're both around it, but I think Zodial was actually pretty good. You watched him and it was Sky playing? Okay, thanks, Sauna. That's interesting. Yeah, I thought it either would have been both of them or it would have been Kaneo in, but fair play to Sky. Peps, big changes as well. I really like the Peps roster. If you heard us talking on Coachable, we would have talked quite a lot about the Peps roster and that we're just, in general, pretty big fans of what they're doing. And this new roster is very much... is like FD and Zerion have proven to be a pretty decent backline, you know, like consistent at this level, 5th, 6th finishes all throughout the year. And then you add in probably 3 of the most exciting players in terms of this front line. Dip, Willis, Zorro. I really like Zorro in the previous stage. These are players who have probably for the most part been the better players on some of the worst teams we've seen in OWCS, in EMEA at least. So I feel like combining all these players together, putting it with a backline that's been consistently good, I'm actually really excited for this Peps team. I don't know how excited I should be, but yeah, like if you compare this to maybe some of the other rosters around them, I'm like a bit hotter on this. I don't know if it gets them out of 5th, 6th, honestly, which would be a bit of a shame, but I think they're certainly moving in the right direction. Then, but I guess it's to the promoted teams. So Vision is the big one. Vision is most of the time, you know, promoted teams scrap for their lives, but Vision are actually like, this team could finish as high as 4th. I don't think anyone gets close to the top 3, but Vision could finish as high as 4th. Choi, Cookie, that's a really cool DPS line, I think. Choi, not a player I'm like major on, but I'm really glad to see Cookie on a team that feels like it's going to have a more viable shot at that sort of top half of the table. So really excited for Cookie. Unfortunately for Cookie, this is probably a shit meta for him. So he gets his big chance in a meta that's really poor for him. So I don't know. That's the way it goes, I guess. That's the way it goes. But I'm actually really happy that he got the chance, even though if it might be a bit of a rough start if they can't find a way to get hitscan into the meta. Tama as well, another player I'm excited to see. I think Tama will suit this very well in terms of the hero pools he can play. Skyo and Violet are going to be the starters here. The same is true for One and Chaos. Now they're mostly here for Saudi E-League. They could play him if they need it, but I think especially since Skyo has a flex support in him, or is a flex support as well, that actually there's sort of no reason to ever sub in One, I don't think. So I expect we see Skyo and Violet filling in Lucio. and other like Brig and other main support stuff when he needs to. But actually, Kiri Wu Yang and like Skiles on Wu Yang probably, I think, and Violet on Kiri. That sounds like it's actually going to be pretty good. And then Tama could maybe even play Winston or something. Troy on Tracer. Then the only sort of awkward bit is Cookie. But I don't know. I could really get behind this. I could really get behind this. Why is Hitscan so suddenly bad? I think it's got a lot to do with, a little bit of a HP nerfs, and also a lot of the characters that have been buffed, right? In the sense of Tracer looks really good, Genji looks really good. Wu Yang in general, I think promotes quite this flank heavy style. Ooh. Yeah, that's right, Nissan. I looked on OWTV, but it's failing to show something. Oh, really? I thought it was all up there when I looked. Yeah, it's got the local time. Seemed to work alright for me, so I'm not sure. Anyway, where were we? This page. So yeah, I don't know. This is not the best meta for Vision, so we'll see how they do. Some parts of it are good, some parts of it are bad. If they can solve the Cookie problem in this meta and what he plays, if they can get oh, okay, I see. You need to add the date of matches? What do you mean? Breaking my flow. Ooh. You mean here? Oh, okay, yeah, it's sort of broken up by date, but you just mean, like, show it here as well. I see what you mean. Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, we can find a way to fit it in.
Oh, so goated.
Thank you, Course Comment. Appreciate the 12 months. Why is he? I tried not to laugh whole interview. It's because I don't know if people recognize the voice, but it was Lotcha translating. So I think Ziad just had the giggles having Lotcha translate. I think if I'm I reckon because Ziad can understand quite a bit of English, it's just like the confidence to speak it in an interview. So in reality, I think he could I think he was enjoying having Lotcha translate for him. You know when you're watching your mates do something and you just try not, like you're watching your mates try and do their job or something and you try not to just giggling at them. I think that's what was happening. And then rest of our promoted teams, Anomaly, really excited for this team. I don't know how well they're going to do, honestly. I just really like Crocs, so inherently going to root for him in a lot of situations. But in terms of raw roster strength, I think Anomaly and Quick are quite clearly bottom two. SXJ, I'm kind of excited to see have like a bigger chance or a chance in an OWCS. I think that's like, if there's a player to watch here other than Crocs or a player that you've not heard of before, it probably is SXJ. But yeah, I don't know if they'll be. I'm expecting this team more to be in. They'll have a few fun and exciting maps, but are they going to take series off any of the teams above them? No. Quick Esports as well have returned. This team it's kind of like a free pass. This team probably wasn't expected to be an OWCS this year, but they got the chance anyway. So they're sort of thrown into it. Skytor Yoham, players we've seen in OWCS a decent amount before. Streba returning as well, a player maybe we're familiar with last year. I mean, this team's going to be bottom. If I'm being honest with you, it really feels like this team's going to be bottom. But I think this is a free ticket for these guys to get a season of experience in OWCS. No pressure. They kind of weren't even expected to be here. TU were expected to retain the spot for a while. Oh, thank you, Juby. Star. Yeah, send them to Mag and we should be locked and loaded for tonight for fantasy scores. So yeah. So, you know, for Quick, perfect, Juby, thank you. For Quick, it's going to be a free shot, right? No pressure. Nobody expects them to do anything here. So it's just free experience, free consequence judgment free experience here. So fair enough, right? Fair enough. Then I should put these teams in some kind of order, right? Shall we start from the bottom? Because I think the bottom's kind of easy. I think, do I want a thicker pen? Maybe that. 8 and 7. This is really easy. These are our bottom two teams. Then I think we're into a Peps Genji Vision category. I did Korea as well. A Peps Genji Vision category. I kind of feel like Vision are favourites. These three teams are really messy for me. I think there's big changes on all the teams. So many question marks about what's going to be suitable. And yeah, I really want to put Peps higher. My initial instinct is to go Peps, Genji, Vision, but I really want to put Peps higher. Do I put Genji in 6th? Oh. Nobody tell Genji. What if I put him in 6th? Let me think about the meta specifically, okay? So I don't think it's too bad for Genji DPS, actually. It is maybe not the greatest one for Tread. Willis, the thing is, Willis is in a pretty similar situation. Maybe it's the best of Tamara out of the DPS. Dip, Zorro, maybe soon can play. Vision, Cookie is the big problem, or kind of the person who's going to have the biggest problem, I think, in all of this. Oh, thank you, Swatchper. Thank you, Mrs. Ramatra. Crispy seems so pessimistic. Yeah, Crispy's whole sort of vibe. Hold on, sorry, let me respond to this. You know when you type quickly and then you're just like, wow, I don't know how to use a keyboard. Just me, maybe. All right. Sorry, looking back in. What I'll take is Vision will beat TM. Nah, I don't think there's too many surprises in any of these. I kind of want to put Peps higher, but I'm not convinced it's the meta for him. Yeah, fuck it. Sorry, boys. It's a 6. It's a 6. It's a 5. It's a 4. I said nobody tell him. Who told Tread? Fuck. Sorry, mate. I'm just, I'm not filled with confidence. For what it's worth, for disclaimer, this 4, 5, 6, it could be in any order. Thanks, chat. Good 6, 7s. But I don't know. I just like the Peps roster. I'm a believer, I've got my Goomba hat on, and I'm believing in the youth of today. And FD God. I'm believing in the youth of today. Profits on the Saudi E-League roster only. Roll for roll, Genji over Peps. Kind of. I put Zodio ahead for sure. I don't know. I really like the Peps roster. I think this. You want to play the next up game? He can't get himself dip. I mean, dip the backbone. It's so easy to do the dip backbone comparison because they just have different strengths. Who do I want on Sim? Who do I want on Mei? Who do I want on Reaper? It's Jamie every day of the week. Who do I want on Tracer? Who do I want on Genji? I reckon give Dip a crack at it. So in this meta as well, maybe it leans Pep's way. You think Genji will take time to ramp up? I think the biggest benefit Genji have is, what would you call it? I feel like Genji have greater capacity to... Genji have like a greater capacity for teamwork, communication. They have a greater ability to problem solve and to find different solutions to metas. I feel like Vision are going to somewhat have to rely on the quality of their players. The good news for Vision is the player quality is pretty high with players like Violet and Cookie and stuff. But I feel like Vision is also the sort of team that maybe last stage they had a pretty easy stage, right? Because they got relegated in stage 1. They rebuilt a little bit. They smashed stage 2. They did pretty cleanly in promotion relegation as well. So I think there's not too... This team hasn't been tested adversity-wise. And then even in like LCQ and stuff, they're playing Falcons. Games they're expected to lose. And he's also... you lose to Falcons as Team Vision. It's not a tilter. You can't be that mad. You took a map off them. You're kind of happy with the result. I think in terms of where I put tier breaks as well, these are basically the tier breaks for me. So if this is quick, this is the good guys. This is also another GG. And then this is which way around do I put it? Yeah, this is Peps and this is Vision. Then actually the top 3, it feels quite obvious for me. I think TM in 3rd, Qadsiah drop to 2nd, and VP win their 2nd stage of the year. Yeah, I don't think there's any hot takes in here, really. TM are going to suffer the most at the patch. VP with Qadsiah have made the biggest signing of the 3 teams and have benefited massively off the patch. Word on the street is they're the strongest in scrims as well, so really, really, really... I think all the reasons to believe in Virtus Pro right now. So I think that's easy. I think Qadsiah are going to maybe have a bit of a rough... I'm really not convinced by the Chase signing. Not because of Chase's individual quality, but just because of it involves sort of going back and forth between tanks. And I think we've seen most teams struggle to actually have success with that. Maybe VP in some ways are a bit of an exception. But even Twisted Minds, for the most part, right? Twisted Minds kind of just pick a tank and play that tank everywhere for a meta or a stage. Ah, thank you, Gox. Kevin J. Wood's criminal. Yeah, it's absolutely brutal, isn't it? So yeah, so I think EMEA power rankings, not too much to worry about. Then North America. We'll do the same thing. Let's show me the rosters. All updated. Beautiful. We'll do a quick run through here because I do want to get onto my fantasy team because the deadline for fantasy is an hour and a half. If you've not signed up, sign up now. I should actually retweet. I should retweet our tweet. Let me go to my account. Where is it? Here we go. Let me retweet this. Retweet this. Send it to the moon, guys. Get some retweets going. Make sure people know about their fantasy rosters. The deadline's looming, which is why we need to get through these power rankings at a prompt pace. And then Mango Juice, I'll get onto my fantasy as well, because I feel like it's what I always do with fantasy. I just get into the hot take, I get into overthinking, and then I really go for it. But we'll get to fantasy. Let me do the N8 ones though. There's lots of roster changes here, so I'll try and catch you up super quick. Hey, Polix. We'll just go left to right. Well, let me use the other pen so it's not in the way. SSG, I think these all actually feel pretty upgradey. I think Hawk is going to be good. I'm not too worried about will Hawk perform or anything like that. Thank you, Baxter, as well. I can't remember if I said it or not, which is maybe not a good omen because we got loads of a stream left and I might be losing my memory already. Thank you very much, Baxter. Chronic, huge upgrade. A little bit unfortunate that you signed the best hit scan in North America only for hit scan to just get beaten into the ground. It can happen. Lep, CJ, I think fine. I think it's weakening up the other backlines of these top teams like GK and Team Liquid. But I think it's as good a signing as SSG could have made in the situation. So fine with that. The fact that they have scissors available for this double flex DPS meta if they want to use that also feels pretty good. So Look, positives for SSG. This will be better than stage 2 for sure. Then Nightmare. Yeah, Nightmare. I think Nightmare again. They've done the best they could given the situation. Nightmare in the Pep situation, of course, right? But they still got Painkiller. They got Rhino. Rhino always the ball guy. They got Rocket. They got Seeker. Thank you, Gifler.
We're so back.
We're so back. Thank you very much. What's this Vision tweet? What are they saying? Where is he? I'm gonna get copyright for that. What am I watching? Chills. Where is the best ever? Okay. Where is the toilet? That's actually low-key the same meme format, but it's just where is the toilet? Where is the toilet? And it's just a load of memes of people asking where the toilet was, where the toilet is, and then it does the same edit when it cuts to Violet. Now that's a tweet. Probably not for Team Vision. Probably not for Team Vision. But if someone has too much time on their hands, you can have that idea for free. Alright, where were we? Yeah, Nightmare. So yeah, alright, can kind of get behind the Nightmare lineup. I don't know if they're going to do Squid and Luke, or if Nemwai's going to work in here as well. But, actually, yeah. Yeah, really fine with this. I think they're going to be worse than last stage. I know Hunter's been gassing up Seeker's Reaper. Seeker's Reaper. So, maybe they've actually got away from this double flex that not all of the teams have. Sakura, I actually really like this Sakura team. They've been a little bit screwed over by the clear loss, but, fuck it. All we gotta do is get Zeb on Zarya or Orisa, right? Get this guy on Zarya, make it work. Zombra and PDK, that's a class DPS lineup. That is, that's really class. I don't, maybe PDK is gonna have to face the hit scan test this week of can he play something else or can he make hit scan work? But really behind that. Z, I think, always been a solid flex support at this level for, I don't know, good few years now. Natsuki, fine enough import. Again, there's always like, there's a few imported main supports here. But I think, yeah, if they can find a hero to put Zeb on that he can excel at, this team can actually go really far. Really excited to see this team play. GK, no changes. It's for 5 guys. They're going to struggle in this meta a little bit. It's not great for Kufa. It's not great for Lethal. So, are they still going to be a top team? Absolutely. Are they going to win it this time? Are they going to make it a perfect year? I think not. I think they don't make it this year. I think this meta hurts them. Obviously, we will get like changes before playoffs and everything like that. Patch changes and the such. But yeah, I think this one hurts them. Team Liquid, biggest beneficiaries of the patch. I think everyone's in agreement with that. Zero on Tracer, Tree on Genji, Infected on Ball, RuPaul and Vega on like Anna, Wu Yang, or Kiri, Wu Yang. It's just lined up perfectly for Team Liquid. So I don't think they're going to feel the loss of knife at all. I think they are actually going to shoot to the top of the rankings. Team Z. So this is sort of a revamped Supernova under a new brand. Grapes is not really going to be playing. Like super high ping, difficult for him to play. So Hanbei and Cinnabar will be in for the vast majority of it. Astro, Ryan, Jutsu. Again, I still like this team. I got a lot of time for Astro and Ryan, probably the players I've spoken to most on the roster. So I've got a lot of time for these guys. They're going to be scrapping it out with those sort of like lower half of the table teams. But I don't know. I really like Ryan. I think this type of meta as well. Like, actually, you know what? What if they play Ryan Peace? You know? What if Astro plays Ball and they play Ryan Peace on Tracer Genji? Kind of goes hard, doesn't it? Kind of goes hard. So maybe actually Team Z can go a little bit further this type of meta than some of their counterparts. Dilducks, not too many changes. Just they bring in Juice as a PDK replacement. So this team, I mean, if you watch the Razor interview, you would have heard him talking about, you know, the way I'm paraphrasing a bit here, but the way he phrased it was, you know, they come in trying to find what's the funniest thing they can do, and that's why they try these sort of wacky play styles and unique comps and everything like this. And he was sort of talking about the idea of what's the funniest thing they can do now they're in OWCS. And he said, what if we won a series, right? That'd be kind of funny. Because if Dilducks win a series, you know what that means? Somebody's lost to the Ducks. The comparison he used was the 0-40 Shanghai Dragons. Somebody has to lose to this team eventually, right? Nobody wants to be that team. If you're one of these other NA teams, do you want to lose to the Ducks? You want to be the Ducks' first scalp? I don't think so. I don't think so. Then Extinction. New look team. This is probably the one I'm maybe least keen on. I always like Hitori. King and Vision come in. I thought King actually had a pretty impressive showing in promotion relegation. He actually played in the EMEA ones. Alba, I think, always looked really fine on Vision as well. So I think this team's okay. Again, you got to ask, like, the questions of who's going to play. Obviously, King's going to play. Is there a space for Vision? Does Nevermind come in and they play double flex DPS? How will Alba Scuff do on if they're playing this Wu Yang? What hero does Hitori play? Can she play Hazard? I mean, not as in can she play Hazard? She is clearly good at Hazard. It's her best hero, I think. But can she make Hazard work in this meta? So, Extinction is probably the team I'm most worried about. All right. Should we put some numbers? All right. We'll start at the bottom again. I want them to win a series, but it's got another Dragons-esque 0-7 for the Ducks. So really hard to justify. Then, fuck, I keep having to put people I like near the bottom. Thank you, Wi-Fi, for the 6 months. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm putting Extinction in 7. And then, thank you, Strange Quark, for the 18 months.
Dear sir, I trust this finds you well, and I hope you will join me in supporting our fellow countrymen during their competition later this eve. Rule Britannia. I remain, Strange Quark 42 Esquire.
Classy, Quark. Classy. Thank you. Alright, I think I've actually, and this next bit I think is relatively easy. I like Team Z, but I also like Sakura. I'm really a big fan of this DPS line. I actually think Team Z could go as high as 5th. Honestly, if the meta holds for them and they can just keep playing Ryan, Peace, Astro, there's something there, you know. There's really something there. Then top 4. I think Nightmare are stuck 4th. Maybe they get a bit of a booth. Ooh. Off to the football. Enjoy Wi-Fi. Which team are you watching? You say football, you mean NFL as well, right? I saw the season started, but I've not seen any of the games yet. Maybe I should watch NFL highlights. I got into it last year, watching just NFL highlights as like, I would watch Match of the Day before I go to bed, and then I just replaced it with all the NFL highlights, because the NFL highlights are fucking insane. If you ever want to watch NFL, just hit up the NFL YouTube. Also hit up the OWTV GG YouTube while you're there as well. But the NFL YouTube channel is actually the best content. It's the best sports content channel in the world. 100%. It's insane. Highlights going in full game? Yeah, it's so much easier. Basically, oh, you're doing college? Oh, of course, you're going for the band. Yeah, I see. That'll be fun, though. College is huge as well. But yeah, I think, yeah, if you want to watch it, go watch the highlights. Because it takes this 3 or 4 hour game and contracts it down into sort of 15 to 20 minute video. So it means I can actually watch most of the games of NFL, see loads of the action, not just, you know, if anyone watches football as in soccer, highlights, what you normally get is a 3-minute video. You just see the goals, and what that tells you is piss all about the game. The NFL highlights, you actually get to see the game. So that's my piece I'll say on that. And the NFL aren't even paying me for that. I just believe it to be true. Sold out 45k people stadium. Yeah, college sports in America are huge. It's like a very different culture around this type of thing. Not sponsored? Not sponsored. Right, lock into the Overwatch X, mate. Come on. Hold on, I've got a message. Is it a good message? Oh, it's a clean feed. That's a good message, actually. That's a good message. Thanks, Klugo. Where was I going? All right, yeah. Oh, no. Undo. Oh, we're back. All right. So this is what I'm doing. I think Team Liquid is the #1 team. Everything's lining up for them. They feel like they're getting steadily in better throughout the year. They've now had a full stage in the team house. And then I think SSG are going to finish second. Now, maybe this is some Chris-based bias. But I don't know, I think they've got it. Sugar-free and Scissors in a double flex DPS. When Chronic comes in, he's kind of insane. I think Hawk's really good. Do Geeke have a better backline? Sure. But I don't know, I'm feeling it, which puts Geeke to go from first to finishing stage 3 in third as well, so... Chris bias, money bias. So many reasons to be biased at SSG, but I think, I don't know, it's really on. I'm a believer in SSG, partly because of a sign behind me, partly because of a paycheck in my bank account, partly because my mate Chrissy is on it, but partly because I think it's also true. And the last part's the most important part. So yeah, I think SSG second. SSG second. I don't know if we can class that as a hot take. It's not like the craziest one. But yeah, Team Liquid, SSG shooting above Geeke on this occasion. I will not be doing that, Fix. Do you have any insights if Scissors will play? I think he'll play at least a bit. I don't know if he's an every map type of guy, but I think he'll play at least a bit. But okay, locking in the power rankings. I'm not going to turn this into its own YouTube video or anything. It's just going to be here in this sort of rough, open form, as it is. I recorded it. It's on the YouTube full stream thing, so you will have access to it if you've missed it or you want to go back and watch the start as well. For YouTube, you can even go and do that now if you missed it. We still got an hour and 15 minutes towards the game, so I want to take a moment, because it's been a while since I've streamed in this sort of time zone for EMEA. Let me get my camera back over here. Think about there. But before we get into that, I want to talk about OWTV a little, because if you haven't seen already, it's the new home of Overwatch Esports. There's a billion things this site does. It's got all the live scores and updates. We'll be putting the stats into this as well from Faceit. We don't have a full integration yet, so what we need to do today is we need patience for our fantasy scores and our statistics, okay? Because they're going to be putting them in straight from Faceit, and we can have a look and we can get the scores directly on the match page. Touch wood. Cross my fingers. Pray to Toby. Toby is our developer, if you don't know. But they'll get inputted manually, and then you can see the scores on those. But also, one stuff I want to talk about, because I feel like lots of people use like the live match tool is probably one of the most ones you can use consistently. But there's also a shitload of content. Is there any way to support OWTV? Not directly, no. He's the primary developer. So yeah, to answer Jabba's question in full, there's no way to directly support. Maybe we'll look into it at some point. But for now, it very much is a sort of... I've paid for some stuff up front in terms of some of the... I don't know, what would you call them? But the technical stuff we need, you know, like licenses to use certain programs and such. And then everything else is love of the game. So... and then yeah, everything else, everyone interviewing, editing, reading articles, posting on socials, everything like that is all just love of the game. So I'm really happy with the team. It's been a lot in terms of workload. The team's quite massive and we're doing loads of things for the first time, so it's been hectic and messy, but really happy with how it's come out. The functionality is only getting better. I think if anyone was here on day one when we launched, there was a lot of things that were okay, but could have been better. And I think even now, we're 6 days on, I think the site's actually come a long way, not just in terms of the content, but even the features on the site from developers. Which kind of leads me on to answer Sai's question. Yeah, Toby's developed the vast majority of this. Grow up, Finch. The vast majority of this by himself, as a sort of extension of the fantasy project that we started already. There's been a few people helping out in terms of problem solving, and more recently, like the last few weeks, we've had a couple of extra people helping out as well, with some key bits, and we're getting a couple more people on just to help with the sort of... We've got like a long list on Toby's Trello. Trello is a work management tool. If you've not used it before, we can just basically go, here's all the work we need to do. Then that list is quite long for Toby now, so we're getting a few people in to help him out with that as well, which should hopefully, if anything, just speed everything up, and then ultimately integrating all the fantasy stuff, integrating all the integrating forums and comments, because I think a lot of these content pieces are good. You know, I think there's a load of good interviews, there's a load of really useful articles, but what we're missing, a key part of esports culture that we're missing, is why aren't there a load of fucking morons dribbling over their keyboards in the comment section? Right? Where's that? Is it even an esports news website without people just rage baiting with their nonsense takes in the comment section? So we'll get that added as well. And then we'll open the doors to the madness. But one bit I wanted to talk about in particular about the site, and we can actually watch one of the videos as well, because I feel like it's currently it's the bit of the site which is the least used. I think a lot of the dev team, including yourself, are speeding up, are just getting properly started. Yeah, it feels like from this point on, our week-to-week improvement is going to be huge. Huge, I think. Spam Ragebait for the love of the game. Thank you. So, I want to show you two videos, actually, because we've got two highlights videos. What is this? What is this thumbnail from the Four Horsemen, by the way? Is that a real tweet? What's that? I'd also believe Sonic's Fox would say that as well, you know? Like, I'd believe it. But let's not get distracted by Sonic Fox too much for now. I want to show you the highlights videos, because I feel like of all the content I miss from, say, TF2 to Overwatch, I think frag videos and that type of stuff, and regular like frag dumps, highlight clips, that's the one I feel like has been missing the most. So I'm really happy with how these first two have come out. So I'll play you both of them, are you? They're both around 3 minutes. So I'll play you the proper one, which was made by Polix. So we were able to use some OPR for this. Wait, are you here now, Polix, as well? No pressure, Polix, mate. Everyone be nice. But also, I just spoke to Overwatch Esports, and they said they can hook us up with more OPR accounts. So next time we're in this situation, we'll have a whole bunch of OPR accounts for the Stockholm Major, so we can have access immediately to all that stuff, which will be cool. All right, so yeah, I'll show you both highlight videos, because I feel like these ones are the most underviewed, when actually they're all super cool. So I'll just let these ones play. I might even just turn myself off. Grow up, chat, not like that. Let me turn that off. Let me turn my Discord overlay off. I'll leave chat on, but just so you can sort of see it in its full, you know, integrity. I'll be quiet as well.
Both sides are Sparrow up to the side, sees the coalitions coming in, but those who can't last too much longer. Sojourn down, Annihilation getting good purchase here, but Merit has been picked up, so now someone in code have to do the rest of the dirty work, and with Popper still standing, the damage is going to be there in spades. He'll go utterly ignored now, as someone chases down the border who fades away. Marker has to give up the under here for Shield, and a later considering on Tribuna, but he drops. It's a start that we're looking for here up between Falcons. Marker is seeing it already fall on the right side of Popper here. It's and happy with that death loss. So Marker makes a risky decision to actually get the continuation off, even though he knows he's likely going to die. and actually make decent use of it. But they committed both balls for looking at Newcomb with the high ground, he did sound better. Because they asked Paul's going to be a trade of the chair, that's just here the boss bomb stuck in the direction of the front line. Popper, it's dominating. Already blocked it back with that rip shot. Yeah, Lee does not care. Good opener once more. Waivers now finding their way in, but can they get into play? It's going to be top one over shy. Someone holds ground, but this is going to get a little bit ugly now. The Annihilation comes in for Goochway, and it's just disrespected. No way he can bounce back from that. The Iron plays 51 now. It's proper for GK to defend this spot adequately. Now we'll see everybody drop down. Falcons happy to let the fight simmer a little bit here. Oh, that's a stick. Twice in quick succession. Proper's able to down Lethal. A little bit touch here. 10 seconds on the clock.
No, Ollie!
Captain of the SS Ajax goes down with the ship. You want this guy? He's ready to knock some heads together. He's found Cloud. Nice pick off. Probably might be one like this, but love that switch off. Okay, Devil's going to go and there's the left to to take another off bang, but he might have got explosive settled here. Awkward stage. Cheers going to get a sound barrier just in time. T1, Steve, they lost him with feet. That one come back into now if you're T1. Gio is illustrated by Domyak. He's got a measure of damage, but not enough to silence the Falcons. Suzu, continuous comes up for there. It's going to be an Islanders. Tectonic shot upset.
Man, this is it. This is the play.
I've got people for all of you. Now they've got to get involved with the high ground play from Qadsiah are in deep trouble. Knocked away. Growth is a problem. Very, very low. The low ground is up to Bacchial emerging now. Look to finish the job. Locked down to the grill rush. The top is not done. Shotman fighting on the points. The icon played off to the side. It's anemic. It's not enough from Qadsiah. Not even close. Not by half. It's the ring and pinion. Falcons break the ties of fire. Descending from the LCQ to the cup. Your mid-season champions.
Nice. Really like it. Yeah, I feel like... Oh, wait, chill out. Oh, chill out. Yeah, I really like the like last sequence especially. Let me get rid of the chat for whatever reason. Oh wait, it's autoplay to my stream. Don't do that. But this sequence of like, where is it? Is it? It's like this one. This one where it's like, let me turn it down a touch. This one where it's like the sim wall to block the beat. Like fight win in play, and then the fight win in play. Poor Kellex can't catch a fucking break versus this guy. Please, Crawford, just let me get one of my beats off. And then into the final fight winning moment. Yeah, really happy with that. That last section. So thank you, Polix. Yeah, Uber's so... Actually, I imagine it's... Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure next time we get our hands on OPR, we should be a few patches later and we should be safe. Yeah, so shout out Polix. Go watch these videos as well, because I think actually the quality everyone's been able to produce is insane. And I'll show you the other one as well, because I feel like Rowan's done a great job too. This is our first iteration of weekly highlights from the Korea games in week 1. I saw, sorry, I forgot who asked, but someone asked about, would you ever do match highlights? We did discuss the idea quite a lot, but the problem with match highlights is there's too many matches. So the editing demand is huge. Yeah. You thought it was an official one? No, it's just us. It's a love of the game angle, P. But yeah, this one's really classy as well. I think this one as well is probably closer to the style we'll have, because we had to work around OPR a lot on the first one. So we had to use a lot more in-game clips, which is why we've got some of the weird... We've got some of the in-game observing, which ended up not quite being the chosen angle. Whereas I think... This one is probably closer where we're going to use in-game replays in the vast majority of our clips. We'll still use some of the caster audio and stuff, and there'll be some examples of that in this one. But this one's probably like a closer example of all of that. So yeah, sit back, enjoy. I'll piss off into the corner for a little bit.
As the world quiets down, I find myself talking to the stars, pretending they're messages carrying my words to you. I know. But in that silence, I feel a little less alone, imagining you might be out there, looking up, listening to the whispers in the universe, somehow hearing me.
Fuck's sake, Wu-Chan.
헤일 폭발을 쓸 가능성이 높거든요. 네. 벤치 상태에서 어가 그리고 겐지 프로퍼. 근데 기상이 메리 잡았고 이거 잡아야 이거는 잡혀. 이거 잡혀. 잡으면 안 되는데.
Not bad, huh? Hold on, I've now lost myself in the corner. Let me get myself back. There I am. But yeah, like this stuff I think is super cool. It's the kind of thing we're going to be doing really regularly. We want to do like sort of one per region per week. So this stuff is going to be coming out loads. I think still add for team names. Yeah, don't worry. It's in the works. We're having our own HUD built, so we have something sort of nice and clean and consistent that we can put at the top. So so then it sort of ties it all together, and that means we can also blend. We can put ours over some of the existing ones as well, so it sort of blends the two together. If we're ever going to use like like straight from the stream clip to bring in the casters, because I thought that Chirong and Proper moment was actually so fucking cool to have the casters there and you hear them react and go crazy. I feel like that's super cool. Like a really well used moment and sort of makes it feel more like a live game as well. So that bit was super cool. So, but we'll have a HUD to tie it all together. Yeah, the Korean casters just fucking love it, don't they? You're nervous to do week 2? Don't worry, Polix. So it's okay. It's fine. Everyone's good. Everyone's good. I kind of, like, in my head when I set out making a lot of the different teams, that's kind of what I wanted, you know? Like, it's the same with the interviewers, you know? Like, we have this sort of, like, collaborative kind of everyone sort of feeding off each other's ideas, watching each other's stuff, and everyone sort of gets to combine. No, not like that. You're bad faith, Floro. Bad faith. I think all of them are super cool. I'm on Max stream now. He's going to play words on stream. But but yeah, all of the stuff is super cool. I'm really happy with all of it, and I feel like it really is just the beginning. There's a lot more cool stuff to come out. And yeah, I know. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I think as well, there's like what we're gonna do for these next. Oh yeah, good shout. Oh wait, the Discord is back. I'm just not in the channel anymore. What I'm gonna do for what we're gonna do at OWTV for the next few weeks is very much we're gonna focus a lot on the live content because there's gonna be a billion games happening every weekend. So we want to keep up with all the action. We want to make it as fun and as easy to follow and as enjoyable as possible. For everything, you know? So that's going to come in interviews to keep up with all the teams. So we don't just want to do preseason interviews like I used to do on my channel. We want to keep up with the teams a lot more regularly. We want to have all these highlight videos, like the cool ones that Pollux and Rowan made. We're going to have more of those coming out for all the different regions. So I think those are all going to be super cool. We're going to have a few additional videos on top of that as well, sort of like highlights packages. So all of that is going to be included. We're going to have all that interview coverage. We're going to have sort of weekly summary articles as well, because, you know, some of us here are going to watch 1 billion hours of Overwatch this weekend. There's maybe quite a few of us, but some of us won't. So I think some of us are very much going to thank you, Abski, for the Prime. Some of us, you know, you might be busy. Maybe you're free tonight, but you're busy Sunday. So there'll be a load of like catch-up articles for all that type of stuff as well if you're missing anything. Oh, thank you, IQ Mighty. Thank you for the 7 months. Monday will be a busy day. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. The clip database, Pollux, is already getting filled. All right. And now, I feel like this is the bit everyone's waiting for. Oh, wait, before I move on, please, please, please. I know I just showed you the videos, so I'm sort of undermining it a little bit here, but please watch those highlights. Because when I look at our YouTube, obviously we're still growing and everything like this. All right, let's go to my profile. But both Pollux's and Rowan's are criminally underviewed. Like, it's absolutely outrageous how low these views are for how good these videos are, as you know? So let's get more clicks on those. If we can give 3K views to Smash saying he will kill himself, we can give we can give some more views to this, you know? So go give him a click, give him a watch, show a friend or something. Because I think yeah, it's one of my favorite parts of the content we're making. And in TF2, I have such good memories of watching good frag clip dumps and stuff like that. And I feel like in Overwatch, that stuff has been kind of missing. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Thank you, DD.
When does Backbone play?
This is the Backbone waiting room. It is. All right, catch you in a bit, San. But frag videos were such like a big part of my memory of TF2 that I feel like it's missing from Overwatch a little bit. It's kind of here and there. So I want to create like a more regular one, especially around the pro scene. So I'm hoping this can serve a little bit as that, you know? Like, a lot of these moments that go unmissed, like that Becky stick on, I forget what team it was, but the Becky stick into the, like, killing the Wu Yang as well. Yeah, so much time for, like, all those little plays getting missed. Oh, I've got to refresh. Yep. Hitori and Ziad interview up as well if you want something to watch while you wait for the games. Or we can watch me have a series of breakdowns about my fantasy team. Has everyone got their fantasy team submitted? Because we are low on time. You have less than an hour to get your roster in. All right. Are we ready to see my team? All right. I don't think this is the final team. I think I'm going to change it. I think I'm going to change it, but this is for current draft. So we've hit the SSG double. Let's get OWTV up as well so we can see the games in play. I'm going to use, I know Unti was using the other view, like for match, because you can do the matches view and you can do this, and you can look at all the games coming up today. Cool, cool, cool. But I actually want to use the tournament view, because I think the tournament view gives me a better overview of all the upcoming games. Because I think the important thing with fantasy is you want to chase for doubles, but you need to plan the future. Because you only get 2 transfers. But I think I'm going a different direction. All right, so we're going to call this the free cook section of the draft. I feel like Rhino's maybe just too good to give up. If I check for Nightmare fixtures, it's 2 tough ones in week 1. But then they've got the Ducks. Then they've got... Oh, fuck. Nightmare's openings is kind of shit, isn't it? But he is a ball player. The question is... Because you know how last year Sugar Free would lose games and have massive point hauls? Thank you, Renferatu. Appreciate the 9 months. Yeah. So is it possible that maybe it's just fine? Even if he's going to have, like, maybe some tough games. Like, this is Team Liquid SSG is about as tough a double as it gets. Because I think Ball's really good for stats, Tracer's really good for stats, Diva's really good for stats. I think Reaper's really good for stats as well. I think a lot of the teams, you know, we talked about the hit scan problem. I think we'll see a lot of teams, including Nightmare, lean into the Reaper in a lot of these situations. Instead of their hit scan. So I don't know, but let me experiment. Let me explore. Because I also think if I can get Landon could be massive. But this is too expensive. Okay, so I kill Vega out of respect. Wait. And then, is it Scuffed? Because Scuffed plays Dilducks, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, Scuffed is going to play the Ducks. Cheeky few points there. And then I even have 2 in the bank. Can I go anywhere else with my DPS for 20? I could get Seeker, but the same concern I had about Rhino really applies to Seeker as well, but maybe more so. Get Choi. Get Skyle. Isn't the Vision double kind of scuffed? Vision have Genji and Qadsiah. I think Vision get put in a bag by Qadsiah. Dip's a reasonable option, but Scissors also has the double game week. So even if Scissors only plays half the maps, he probably gets at least 4 maps for sure, right? Right? Do you think Violet will be on Wu Yang? No, I think he'll be on Kiri. That's the way I would guess they would do it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think in this meta, yeah. But okay, this is where... Okay, so this draft works functionally, and I've got 2 in the bank. But this is where I think it's important we get more autistic at this point, okay? I think it's really important. All right, let's write it out. Week 1. Rhino, 15. Sugar Free, 25. Scissors. Obviously, one thing we can't account for is price changes, right? Landon 24, Scuff 16. So what would my week 2 transfers be? So Scuffed is probably on the chopping block, right? Who do they play? Team Liquid. All right, so Scuffed is dead. All right, so now this is me. Pretend I'm drafting for week 3, okay, with this. And now is Landon out as well. The problem is Landon has like a tapping game, right? Like he plays quick esports. Landon's not going to die, you know? Lenny out for checkmate. No, I think because SSG have a good game as well. Is it only... Who has the double here? Genji have a double and Quick have a double. The Quick double is worthless. The Genji double involves their hardest game of the stage and their easiest game of the stage. So I'm not super sure if that's worth it. What about North America? And North America just has nada doubles, right? So SSG is still really fine. GK have a pretty good game, maybe. Team Liquid have a great game. I do want... If I can lean into more Team Liquid, I do want to. Wait, who did Nightmare play? Nightmare play the Ducks, so Rhino's really fine. So Scuff needs to die. And what do I have? I have 18 to play with. But I could also kill someone else and see if I can... Do I kill both my backline? Don't kill Landon. Qadsiah have quick. But honestly, that quick... Because also think about this, right? This is going to be a quick game. It's a pun. But then they're going to play VP, where maybe I actually want to... Maybe I do want to kill Landon at that point. You know, like, for week 3, I'd probably be considering killing Landon anyway. So what if I change both of them here? And who has good fixtures? GK, and then GK have Nightmare, that's kind of tough. Team Liquid have Extinction. Then they have SSG, which is kind of tough. You know what? This is the hidden tech, actually. The Sakura week 3 is like a really interesting tech to lean into. What if I keep Scissors for this Team Z game? That's probably okay, right? Unless Scissors... We can always readdress if Scissors has a stinker. But what if I keep Scissors, and then I look at supports, and then I've got 42 to work with for my supports. And then who do I want? I could go double Liquid. Liquid play Extinction, but then they play SSG, so it's kind of tough, you know? But I'd still make them favourites in that game, you know? Fuck it. Maybe it's fine. Double Liquid is 43. Fuck. What can I do then? What can I do? Wait, could I go Gala Vega? VP play Genji. And then actually, to be honest, once I get Gala in, once I get in this back, if I get in this backline, right, I never have to worry about it. Like, who am I going to sub Gala and Vega out for? When are they going to have a bad game or a game I don't think they'll win? Obviously, all these things can change week to week, but right now, it might be okay. Obviously, one thing I have to bear in mind is these two players coming in is a little bit gambly, right? Because you don't know exactly what the teams are going to play, don't know exactly how much they will feature, don't know how much, especially if this is week 2 I'm talking about as well. What do you mean by accuracy? Lep says not a gamble. But what if Lep's baiting me? What if Lep and Chrissy are baiting me right now? Fuck. It's like levels to the mind games here. I reckon he'll play at least enough games. Thank you, Impulse. You're either cooking or
smoking crack.
Well, as long as there's crack had at the end of it, that feels like the important thing. Insider trading, a chronic plays for whole stage. Fuck. Yeah, but what if Chris is gonna play scissors, but he's trying to? Yeah, it's like not reverse engineering. He's trying to bait me into thinking that he won't do it, but in fact he will do it. I do not have scissors. Reverse psychology, thank you, Quark. I do not have scissors. Chris, send us your draft. Send us the Chrissy. Send us the Chris Scrim privilege draft. Because then if I did this, let me keep typing. Let me just keep going with my autism for a bit. Don't leak the draft. I just got a DM. Oh, are you happy for me to show it, Chrissy? I'll only show it with permission. All right, this is the Chrissy draft. I mean, he went the same scuffed route as well. He's gone Skyle and Choi. A Vision believer. You think Hawk's the best value in the game? Also gone sugar-free as well. Taking out scissors right now. Yeah, but... Right. I don't know. Because also, you can only have 2 players from a single team. So if he thinks Hawk's the best value player in the game, sugar-free is guaranteed value week in, week out. And he gets to play his best hero. The thing is, I could just change to Choi as well, right? Nothing's stopping me from changing to Choi, price-wise, right? Because I have 2 in the bank, Scissors is 18, Choi is 19. So I could also just Choi. So it's, do I believe more in the Choi double game week or the SSG double game week, but Scissors might not play every game? Let me look at the... Who is it? It's Gen G. Thank you, Courtman. Thank you for the 5 months. Where am I looking? Sorry. Gen G and Qadsiah. Fuck. I don't know. They could lose both these games. You know what? I think, based on the new scoring method, part of the plan was the new scoring method...
Ziad, Lethal, Soon, Landon, FD God. Posted under duress.
Thank you, Moloch Walker. Appreciate the 17 months. Is the
Good
YouTube stream
afternoon,
480
Next.
max?
Asked my girl to SP190 on it and she said no. Had to leave her.
Thank you, Built Diff. Let's see. It says I can go to HD. Can someone on YouTube confirm? Because I'm literally watching the stream on my YouTube in HD right now. Can we just get a quick tech check? Do I really think Rhino's going to get playtime? Yeah. At least a few maps. At least a few maps. And if he enables me to have... if he enables me to have all the other players, like if he enables me to have Sugarfree and Landon, fuck, I think it's really on, you know? Alright, looks like we are in HD. Maybe it's something your end then, I'm afraid. But I'm glad we're all still in HD. While we're on the YouTube, get some likes going as well. We're only at 39. What was I going to say? Alright, let's do week 3. It's always possible I've made money here as well. This also means it actually, because I'm not going over budget here. Wait, have I've broken this. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. I could actually just fit, this could just be Choi the entire time. What do the rest of the Vision fixtures look like? Vision are playing Anomaly next week. And then Twisted Minds. Alright, let's... Chris has spooked me. I feel like am I taking the Chris Cope? I mean, I did literally put SSG second in my power ranking, so maybe I've already had the Kool-Aid. And in fact, I'm on my second glass of Kool-Aid already. So maybe it doesn't make any difference. He scared you out of scissors? Fuck. What if Chris has sent me What if Chris sent me a screenshot and then he changed his team after sending me the screenshot? Have you considered that? Exactly. Offery. Fuck. Right, now so I was just to say week 3. Also, okay, so for week 3, if I do this, Troy and Rhino, and can I lean into Sakura? Troy, Rhino, get Sakura in. And I want Zomba for sure. And I just take Zeb? Oh, and that's a -4. That doesn't work at all, does it? God, I need Rhino's prize to go up. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say how the points were different. So we've changed the points slightly in terms of the scoring. I want to say we were, is it on about? It's either on about or help. It's one of the two. It's under help. So basically, we've only made one change. So damage or healing and combined now for 0.5 points are awarded per 1,000 healing or damage. So also what's going to happen now is, well, I mean, there's 2 steps. So one, the change here is it's basically more points for healing and damage, which means one, you're less likely to go negative if you have a load of deaths. It also gives a chance for high scoring players statistically to be more of a differential. So if you're doing a lot of damage, you're doing a lot of healing, you'll get more points, you'll get rewarded more often. Also, what happens for the way it used to score for players who did damage and healing, so we're mainly talking supports here as well, is if you did 1,000 damage and oh fuck, I need a mathematical example. Okay, actually I'll just use this fucking example, that's easier. So if you do 2,338 damage and 6,802 healing, previously we would score each of those separately. So if you did 2,338 damage, you would get 1 point for that damage. And then if you did 6.8k healing,
We are so back.
thank you Voidios for the 6 months. We are back. So if you get, I'll draw where I'm doing it because I'm doing a bad job explaining this. So previously we would score damage. The old way would be you would get 1 point for damage in this scenario, and you would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points for healing in this scenario. In the new scenario, so our current scoring system, and it was also lower as well. Wait, am I wrong? Oh, sorry, free. Yeah, sorry. It's all right. The best way to learn is to teach. So you guys teaching me is actually me teaching you. I think they bought it. I think I styled it out. Thank you, Ayumi, for the tier 1. But now what happens, rather than the damage being scored, then the healing being scored, the number is added together first, and then it is scored. So instead of getting 4 points in this scenario in the old way, you get 4.5 now. Does that all make sense? Yeah, Leb, it's all going to be on OWTV now, so it will appear on the match page. I don't know if there's an example I can show yet, Toby, or we sort of need to wait for the first sort of match and stats to come in. I'll put it on the spot now. Oh yeah, here we go. So obviously we have no stats for Korea, but we're going to get the stats added. I'm going to ask for a little bit of patience tonight because our lovely, hardworking match tickers are going to be entering these stats manually. We're working on the integration to make it automatic, but now you will get all your actual stats the same we would get from the Faceit scoreboard, except now it's going to tell you how many fantasy points they had as well. So you can just go onto OWTV, check those scores as soon as our match tickers have got those numbers in. And our match ticker tonight is Mag, and he is going to be on the job. So if we have to boost Mag, we'll be ready to boost Mag. And no, not the Mag you're thinking of. So, that should help us keep track of all the scores and how everyone's doing. Alright. Are we going to max my autism? Why is it no points for final blows? Because final blows are also kind of RNG. A lot of the time with final blows, what you'll see is some heroes are over credited, or they're more likely to get final blows. Whereas I feel like eliminations credits everyone who was involved in it, and then the damage is the actual separator for that sort of individual performance. So we wanted to reward that a little bit more than final blows, which can be a bit RNG in terms of who actually gets them. Where was I? Week 3? You mean I'm not diffing both my DPS on T for every match? Oh. No, Treacle, you're still diffing your DPS every match. This is just, we're talking about everyone else now. You're still diffing them, don't worry. What was I doing? Alright, this was going to become Zomba. This was going to become 19. And then I need a 15 tank. Oh my god. I need Rhino to go up in price or I'm cooked, aren't I? Just keep Rhino? Am I actually just... But what... Oh, fuck. My god. Does my entire draft rely on it being a bull meta? Does Lenny and Kev actually solve the problem? Fuck, I need to do some thinking. I need to do some thinking here, and I've got 30 minutes. I mean, once we get to week 3, going towards Kev is really fine, right? Because VP's back end, TM, quick, and then a VP Peps Vision double to finish off. Yeah, I think I've got the stats somewhere. Hold on, let me bring them up in a safe place. Oh wait, they're in my DM. Toby sent me the graph. Fuck, it's gonna be deep in my DMs, right? I'm going deep. Searching. Tank was the highest scoring role last time. Then, wait, oh sorry, that's more scrolling. Which one am I looking at here? I need to find the first graphs. The first graphs were last season. Toby, are you watching right now? Can you make it simpler for me? Because I'm lost in our DMs right now. These are the map differences and average. That's min and max. This is average. So yeah, Tank was the highest scoring last year, then damage, then support. I figured it out, Toby. I figured it out. So yeah, Tank the highest scoring last year, then damage, then support. But the question is, now that you get more scores, more scoring for healing and damage, which role benefits the most? Support? Wu Yang's? Maybe Wu Yang in particular? Hog? Yeah, Hog. So, yeah, well, so there's sort of like a question to be answered there. Now, I quite like the Ryan pick. I think UV's maybe not worth it at this stage, Jebsy. So Crocs? No, not. What if Crocs plays Hog? Does that make him the pick? The problem is, how do I get from this to this? I have to keep Rhino, right? And Sugarfree plays... Wait, okay. New plan. Rhino lives another week. Rhino will be playing Geekay. Oh, fuck's sake, Rhino, mate. Okay, Rhino's going to live another week, but he's going to play GK. Troy dies. Sugar-free dies and becomes Kevster. And Kevster was 24, if I remember right. Oh, I've still no. But I swear that was the right way around. Trolling me. Oh, I've got the price wheel on still. That's fine. Kevster was 24, yeah. The old man saw it eventually. And then week 4. Vega, Gala, Zomba, Kevster. So how long can I keep Zomba for? Secura play Nightmare right next. Maybe it's a one and done for old... A one and done for Zomba. Sugar-free such a stat farmer. This is what... Yeah. But maybe Kev's just going to be a monster as well. And that's the least hot take anyone's ever said. Thoughts on Chase, Checkmate, Troy, Violet, and Squid for fantasy? Yeah, you're gambling. Obviously, you're gambling on Squid. The gambles are Squid and Chase. But the rest of the team is solid. You've got all the doubles in there as well. What if I got over my autism and just rolled it? What if I cured my autism and just rolled it? Do we set our teams for the whole stage? You get 2 free transfers every week. You can have more transfers if you want, but any transfer over the 2, so your third transfer onwards, costs you 25 points, so minus 25 each time. So you can do it, but you really have to trust that the player you're bringing in is going to go hard. Don't psych myself out of a good roster. Yeah, I'm just worried I'm stuck with a Rhino. No offense to Rhino, of course. Just worry I'm Rhino stuck. You think, Chrissy? If I do Choi, though, Choi's safer, right? I feel like Choi means I'm only in the Rhino gamble. Because Vision play Anomaly, so I'm really happy with that. So if I... Let me reset my roster. Where are we? Okay, so I do that. Do that. Do that. Oh, fuck. Let me see if there's another way I can build it. Do I gamble on Chase instead? TM... They probably win. Vision may probably win. And they really win quick. Then he has to die by week 3. But because the nice thing about Chase is it's more of a hole. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm worried about now, Chrissy, is if Rhino plays and they do well, it's really fine and I get loads of good picks off it. If he doesn't play or something goes wrong or the meta shifts or anything like that, god damn am I stuck in a hole, you know? But then the idea of getting someone like Landon is just a complete pipe dream, you know? What if I go Scuffed? I could go Kellex instead. Real gamblers go Haku. Isn't this better than my previous roster? Rhino. Landon. Wait, Chrissy, are you still here? Or Lep? Anyone with a bit of an insight or eyes on scrims? Who scores higher? The Wu Yang or the Kiriko? People thinking Wu Yang? I think Wu Yang, but I think someone like Kellex is going to have a lot of Lucio playtime too. Alright, how long have we got? 22 minutes? What if... Wu Yang PDK? Okay, alright. Alright, what if... Now hear me out. I'm going to start by killing everyone. Then what if I go... Hawk. Wait, I need TPS. Kevster? It feels so greedy. Thank you, PDK. Put on your fantasy now.
Your fantasy now.
You can't buy a spot on the fantasy team, PDK. You can't buy a spot. Greedy boy. Ah, fuck. Maybe... Wait, maybe... What if I do this in the reversal? Let me go supports first. And I go Vega, CJ. Fame changed you. Cheers, mate. I mean, I got 39 for my DPS. Is there a good way to do this? Doesn't work, does it? Doesn't work, does it? I do like the idea of having a more premium support line. I just need an exit strategy for Rhino. Get Hitori. I don't think Hitori, or I don't think Extinction are going to do that well. They have the Ducks for first week, right? I remember, yeah. Psych is a throw pick. I mean, to be fair, this team literally doesn't work anyway. I mean, I quite like the CJ Vega backline. Fuck. The problem is, Rhino is so tempting because it just lets you do cool stuff with the rest of your roster, right? That's why Rhino's so tempting. Yeah, well, that's my thoughts with Chase, is like killing Chase is slightly more possible. Hawk, scissors, checkers. We all believe in Rhino. Fuck. And then what can I go? 19. So I could go Troy, for example. The TM1 doesn't feel great initially, right? Because it's just Qadsiah. But then their games are alright for a while. When do they have their double? Week 4 double, but it's like a good one, bad one. Is there anyone else I can get? Tree, maybe? Tree with Moan. Almost worth not going Rhino and try and find a differential. You went simple, Vega, Ryan, Troy, Hawk. Tree, Thanos. Yeah, I guess he's going to be playing Genji as well, right? So even though we talk about like flex DPS players potentially being, you know, lower KD, it just kind of applies to Tree if he's going to be playing that in this meta as we expect. Zeb, Kevster, King, Fixer, CJ. He's on Tracer? Zera's Genji? Oh, really? Maybe this changes everything. This is completely different from my team. All right, so let's think about it. We have 3 doubles in Chase, Troy, and CJ. We have Tree and Vega. Chase is a bit of a gamble how much he will play. CJ obviously has tough games, but also the double. Similar for Troy, tough games with the double. Wait, is it Chris? Chris, I don't know what to believe anymore. I would have presumed they did Zera, Tracer, Tree, Genji. Liquid is farming this stage. Wait. Oh, wait. Is Rupert or UV the shout? I think not at the start, you know. I'm so keen to capitalize on these doubles, which means you really have to, like, SSG players. If I just do... If I just do that, and then I do... Oh, fucking hell, predictions open? That's like a warning that we're close, right? Oh, I've got it on TPS. Chase's bait. Chase is Rhino, but you pay 4 more for no reason. Yeah, but Chase is going to win both his games this week as well. Chase is going to win both his games. The question is, do I believe in Chase? Wouldn't Hitori? I mean, Hitori is going to win her game this week. I'm sure of it, right? Against the Ducks. I mean, that's the gamble I'm making here. Like, I don't mind making a gamble, because you have to gamble a bit, right? If you just use pure logic, I think, you have to sort of just make your best educated guess. If you just play it safe everywhere, you'll probably do okay, but you won't be super high. But then I lose out on the double, right? But my point is, I have 1 gamble in Chase. Everything else is pretty safe, right? How long do I have? 14 minutes? Fuck. I foresaw this was going to be exactly what would happen. All right, new plan. Scuffed in. Landon in. What am I looking for? Double game weeks, double game weeks, double game weeks. Qadsiah, Vision. What's the link for fantasy? If you go to owtv.gg and then there'll be a fantasy button at the top, click on that button, it will take you to the fantasy website. That's the easiest way to do it. Fuck, do I go back to Rhino? What do I have? 45? What if I went checkmate tree? Is this better than sugar free? No, I've just kind of just traded a double for one double for another, right? Is Troy's double actually makes him the best of these options? Like, does sugar-free Troy beat this, I guess, is the question. Checkmate Tree or sugar-free Troy? Bear it in mind, Tree has 1 game, Troy has 2 games. Sugar-free still. What do I need? A 20 or lower? Which, at this point, it is just Choi, right? Once we're in this price bracket, it just has to be Choi as the best option because of a double. Depending on how much you want to play, how much you think Scissors will play. Yeah, it's a good question, Craftwise. It's a good question. You believe Rhino, Kev, Choi, Luke, Mino, Gala? It's kind of tasty. I know, I kind of want to prioritize supports. You're screwed if hitscan meta comes back. It's alright, we have transfers. We can transfer our way out of this. I am really worried I'm Rhino stuck. Because the thing is, if Rhino plays and Rhino does well, the chances of Rhino's prices going up from 15 is really likely. Like we saw in the previous iterations, right? When it was Rocket and Painkiller, I think, were probably the players who increased the most in price in Stage 2. So I think it's really possible if you start winning games and putting up points, that will send your score upwards. And if he does that, my ability to swap onto someone else becomes more possible, right? But if he gets farmed and doesn't play, his price doesn't go up, and then I am just stuck, right? I'm just stuck. $10 minutes left. Fuck. Is Rhino gonna play? I think so. All right. The map pool though is so bull friendly. Just change my whole draft. If Chris baited us with Scissors, I'm gonna crash out. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'll join you. I'll join you out of respect. It's a big risk. Do you think Chase plays every map? No, but I feel like people are playing ball, right? People are playing ball. I saw the Koreans do it. We can just consider creating 10 accounts and just pick whichever one seems to be doing best. What's your exit strategy for Scuffed? My plan originally was to trade both supports. Because Rhino's fixed. If Rhino pays off, he just plays Dilducks next week, and I 2 fucking thumbs up to that. Cheers, Rhino. Bank me those points. Anyone seen a Rhino fight a duck? And if you have, you'll know the duck doesn't fucking win. And then I was going to swap both supports and get Gala and Vega in. Just get a guaranteed tank player for week 1 and switch onto Rhino and next week. Yeah, but I have to change like a lot for that to happen, I think, right? In the sense that, what would I need to... let me have another goose. Sorry, let me submit this roster. We've got 8 fucking minutes. Because worst case, if that just locks in, fuck it, we're gambling. I think Vess would whip out Zarya. I don't think it's impossible, but I'd be maybe a little bit surprised. Would a duck-sized rhino beat a rhino-sized duck? We don't have time for these hypotheticals. All right, so let's do the alternate plan, right? Where wait, what was the fuck. If we don't do Rhino, we can't do Landon. But what if our alternate plan is... If our alternate plan is CJ... Because again, then we're in the double. And then we have 20 budget for tank. Yeah, but... What can I do with 20 budget for tank? I'm probably just signing Chase, right? Maybe Tama? Like, does that feel better? Sleeping on Hitori? Yeah, I mean, Hitori's going to score points this week, but it's like, it's for doubles, you know? You got to chase for doubles. I feel like the doubles were such big weeks last time. Tama's going 0-2. Horrible swaps. Does the price of players drop during the season? Yeah, it can go both ways. It can go up and down. Rhino agenda? Fuck me. Do I just walk away? Do I just go get a drink and walk away and it's set? Yeah. Because I feel like now we're entering the final 6 minutes. Don't be making swaps at the 6 minute mark, you know? Like it's too close now. It's too close. It's too close. And if Rhino doesn't play, I can always just DM him abuse, right? You know? So that's always a good backup option. Yeah, okay. There you go. That's actually made me feel better. If I'll just I'll just harass him. I'll just harass him if yeah, good. Yeah. All right, let me go get a drink quickly because we're actually getting real close to the games, okay? So I'll leave my roster on screen for people's judgment. But let me get this going and then we can lock in because EMEA is about to start, everyone. I'm back in. All right, predictions up, scores up. Let me get the clean feed sorted. Let me join voice. Be nice to have Max back. I've just seen your team. No way you've gone for... This is... Wait, Panda, are you still here? I've been at it and... Hold on. What's the question? How the game works? What do you mean, sorry? What's the question? Hi-hat, seed, get.
Long live OWTV, the home of Overwatch esports.
Thank you, Harris, mate. Appreciate it.
I'll be last place. They call me Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it should be... Oh, wait. Hold on, I can paste you... Hold on, let me sort the clean feed first so everyone has some level of dopamine going into their eyes or some level of visual stimuli. And then if I do that button, that button, that button, and then if I do that button, you can see. All right, let me get you. I downloaded it. Let me get you. If you're listening, GB, I can get you the rule book, and then that can be. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Ooh. Download. Downloaded. I'll send you the rulebook if you want to double check, but I'm pretty sure that should confirm what I've said. My Pookie Hunter needs me. I'm coming. I'm in the voice. He's not even here. Wait, have I knocked him? Let me give Big Untsy a knock. Thanks, Clement, for the first time, Pookie. All right, is everyone ready for EMEA to start? We're starting with TML Qadsiah. Oh, look who it is.
You know what? I might be the king of Japan, but I can see your view count on a rerun. You are still the king of EMEA and North America.
Internet.
Good grief.
My fucking internet, right? So, Virgin...
Did it go out?
Virgin told me it was fixed. After several back and forths and them telling me it's the wire and then me getting the wire checked and then me calling them and saying, it's definitely not the wire, guys. Why don't you have another look? So they had another look and they were like, oh, okay, yeah, no, yeah, don't worry. We'll get it sorted. We need to do some work outside. I was like, cool. Then they said, double thumbs up. And what they actually meant was, not at all. Not at all. It went down, so I dropped from like 500 down to 150 and I climbed my way back up to 500.
Thank you very much for the... How much did you donate to do that to me? Lottie, thanks for the $1. Big ups to the sponsor. Thank you very much. Oh, look at this. We're back. The big three. Does Morello look like he's low-key had a nose job since last broadcast?
Wait, he does!
Did Morello get a nose job?
Can we get some... So, yeah, firstly, before I forget... What this means is, never trust a virgin, okay? Never trust a virgin when they tell you your internet is okay. Secondly, can we get a nose check?
Has Morello had a nose job? Like, This is as jarring as when Sparkle came on with a new face.
Can we thank you B Man United for the 17 months prime, and thank you Nickel Boy Fott for the tier 1 for 5 months. Yeah, can I get a news writer on this as well? Can we get our graphics team to do it before and after?
Do you think it's a lighting? Do you think it's a lighting change? Like he just started using a retinoid, and now his skin is glowing. That's the difference, actually. No, he's like. We need somebody to do like a face, like a half comparison here, because something's different. Something looks really, really different. This is a new kind of Overwatch TMZ. I'm always plastic surgery investigating the people on the broadcast, dude. Like, I constantly find myself plastic surgery investigating members of the broadcast. Like, it's insane. It has to be the lighting.
Thank you, Devil Fluffball, for the tier 1. You can have some ad-free viewing for that exact price, actually. And thank you, Ayua, as well.
Ad-free viewing mentioned. I'm going to run ads and make my final cup of joe before we start.
Thank you, Malarkey, for the 7 months as well. All right.
Mr. X's teeth suspiciously white. X is like
I think his teeth have always been
Hammond
like,
or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like the Hammond. You know?
Yeah. The handsome one.
Respect.
Thank you, Walligurg. Thank you, Malarkey. Thank you, everyone. We're so back. Lijiang Tower, the pick of our Qadsiah, means they also get to pick bans, and we're going to get our first look at what EMEA think the meta is, because Korea will tell you it's Ball Tracer Genji. But we'll see. There's a few teams in EMEA that might be willing to disagree. Last time EMEA disagreed on the meta, turned out they were right, didn't it? And they had a tremendous, their best ever, the region's best ever finish at an OWCS major. Maybe at a major event ever, as far as like predominantly EMEA teams go, honestly. So, huge result. It's a Freya ban to start with from our Qadsiah, which maybe implies they do want to run a bit of a double flex DPS. A Kiriko ban in response from Twisted Minds. I'm not sure what that means they're going to play. Thank you, Solid Animal OW, for the 8 months. There it is. Thank you very much. 100% chance of several teams disagreeing with the Korean meta, yeah. Could be Farah. Yeah, it can be. Ooh. Thank you, Reno, to OW2.
TV in the scene so much. Thank you, Commander, for your steadfast passion of the scene. Also, any chances Uncoachable becomes the official OWTV podcast?
No, I think need to keep us troublemakers as far away from it as possible. Thank you, Kenzie75, for the 12 months prime. Happy 1 year. It's already Farah's dog shit. We saw a bit of Farah in week 1 Korea, right? What about Rogue at the Atlantic Show? True. But also, maybe even if it's not the best ever, the best since 2016 is still pretty good, right?
Come.
Thank you, Popple13, for the 14 months come. My 2 personalities. The old heads just get constantly rage baited. We should get Korean Uncoachable on OWTV. Do they even do it anymore? When was... I've not seen it on Reddit in a while. When was the last time we got a... What do they call it? Korean Uncoachable? Korean Uncoachable's a better name. Make them do it, we have the memes. What do you mean? My Overwatch stream is cooked low quality. It was really low quality in the highlights, but it seems slightly better now. I'll keep our eyes peeled.
Is it a TVNT sweep, Savvy?
I'm hoping so. I've not seen it yet, unless I was just not looking. That's not quite possible. But
somebody's dropping the block the east already. Rhino1664, thanks for the tier 1. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Welcome to the stream. Has it started? It's starting like right now, mate. It's like on the screen and everything.
It's honestly, it feels like it's really close to starting, I reckon, actually. Using some of the context clues. Is that volume loud enough for you guys?
Are they getting into it right now with like music in the background?
Yeah. I'm not sure if the music is enough. I have got a new HUD
Do
and
you, think the
everything,
clean,
though.
do you think the clean feed is completely fucked right now and they're just playing funny background music instead of the game? Oh no, we're in it. 24, 23, 22,
Just behind.
21.
23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17.
Can you
16,
flick a pause and then we're good? Like a
15.
little flick of pause. I kind of messed up our timing, but we're pretty much
Alright.
there. Twisted Minds, they're rolling out on a future comp. They've got themselves a Venture, they've got themselves a Surgeon. Psycho back in the lineup, UB out. Unfortunately, Qadsiah, let's flip those teams around up top, guys. I know we've been in a little bit of a break,
First
but
day
let's
back
get
at
the
work.
team names right. Yeah, I know, it's the first day back at the office. I think I might be a new production company too from the way everything looks different. We do have that big fat DHL sponsor at the top of the screen, and we also have Lubda taking down Psycho to open things up. Yes! But my fantasy team as Twisted Minds need to lose this game. Zarya v Zarya. First fight already done and dusted.
Landon
And we've got
on,
the team names right.
Landon on bat for my fantasy team looks good as well. Yeah, I'll work on the game audio. I'll see if I can turn it up. I don't know if it's quite for you, Max, but I've got it cranked as much as it will allow me.
I've got it absolutely cranked. Like, I'm cranking it so hard right now, and it's just almost inaudible. But these things can happen, bro.
It's alright. Retake now for Twisted Minds. It's going to be a window for Landon, slightly quicker and simple as well, so we have to be careful on this walk up. If TVNT uses too many of these bubbles, Landon will press that button and he will be shooting you in the face. Bubble exchange, wall comes out, Quartz is one shot. Nice clean one here from Qadsiah, and they are walking forward, pushing them back. Ziad taking over.
Yeah, Ziad's just walking over everybody right now, and you can see Qadsiah, they're all crashing out behind. They want to deny the energy from TVNT right now. He's trying to block the East, desperately holding his hands up, but unfortunately he's on Zarya, so he will go down, and that's a horrific stagger for the young man as well. Twisted Minds next turn, they're going to have window beat. They're going to push over really hard for Qadsiah, and you can see Kelix, he's already a bit behind on the beat as well, so funny Astra, I mean, if they go fast with this beat, could be a huge difference. Oh, TP,
TP Noon and looked at it again. One of Quartz's old tricks here. This time, though, going to make the most of that one. Another clean fight for Qadsiah. More capture progress, and Twisted Minds cannot get anything going. Astro finally has the beat. But the big one, look at this grav difference for Ziad.
Grav difference is so big. TVNT only 50% after all this time. Ziad's going to have a grav. Funny Astro for sure is going to have to use his beat to counter that one out if Simple doesn't have the God Lamp angle. Quadritus with the clock can potentially carry. Kelix is railed low early on, but he still gets the beat off. Funny Astro with the counter beat. Psycho's so far away from that tectonic shock though. Huge damage coming out, but Kelix is still the first to fall despite the grab and the sim wall advantage. How have Twisted Minds managed this one, Zabby?
No idea. Tectonic Shock and Grav coming up now for Twisted Minds. They don't have them yet, but they're already walking onto point. Lubta with an important trade throw onto Quartz means Ziad can take another step onto this. TVNT, a lot of damage. Look at this angle from Landon. He's on the high ground. He's destroyed him. No chance to getting his ults online. 80% is where TVNT will finish. And that's 100-0. Qadsiah starting with authority. Is it possible to raise game volume? We're working on it. Me and Hunter have cranked it as much as we can crank it, but now we're going to have to pass it on to a crank master over at production to crank it even higher. If we could get a DHL delivery of a bit more volume as well, that would go pretty hard.
You there, Xavier?
Yep.
I'm thinking, I am so glad that I swapped Landon for Kelix on the lineup. Like, absolutely insane. Please crank it harder. They're going to internally crank it. We've actually started a crank chain, and somebody behind the scenes is going to crank it for us. Yeah, I actually forgot to make the change. I didn't submit my roster, and someone's like, why do you have Kelix on your lineup? And that's the only reason that I changed it like 10 minutes before I was plugging the site.
I went back and forth so
Farah out
much.
now. Farah out for Psycho, which is typically, you know, Lubda's specialty hero more than anything else. I'm interested to see whether or not Qadsiah can actually deal with this. Twisted Minds, though, I mean, Psycho, I'm not sure that he's necessarily known for his Farah. He's not the best in Europe at it, for sure. TVNT over on the Hazzy, he slashes out at Ziad, and Ziad's just going to go down. No lamp challenge for Landon.
Oh, and now Lubda's going to fall as well, and his backline's in a lot of trouble. Need Landon to get out of here safe and sound. Get a kill as well. Go on, Landon. Need a cheeky live here too. Damn it. Psycho gets the kill. No bias here. Ziad will be swapping onto the Diva after that, Farah.
I do think, like, when I was watching last stage, I was only watching Korea, right? Like, no skin in the game. It's actually insane
So
how
much
much the gamble puts all the skin in the world on it. Like, I know I would be a problem gambler. I need to stay away from that.
You are
TP
Australian.
rotation from Qadsiah. Yeah, no, it's in my
the
blood.
blood,
I've talked
yeah.
on this, essentially. Deep push now from Landon. You can see Ziad's made the swap over to D.Va. This is his signature champ. Window comes down on the corner. Landon immediately drills back Qadsiah. But again, the no-lamp challenge. Wake up, Landon. He goes down again. He's so low. Qadsiah crashes out, and that's a 3-man advantage for Twisted Minds. Like a... Landon!
And look at this, Twisted Minds, they've crept close, they are hiding there. There is a barrage very soon, they're swinging around the corner, they want to ambush someone, try and catch him sleeping. Qadsiah though, Ziad's able to matrix everyone safely, but they have forced the lamp in spawn. Now the barrage for Psycho, it's going to be all up to Ziad to try and neutralize this one. That's not, oh, that's a weird window.
Window comes out early from Simple. That's a champ 1, rank 1 window is what that is,
If
mate.
it works, it
Checkers
works.
is going to get caught out by it, exactly. You know, he sees things that you don't. That's why he's champ 1. Slash from TVNT. Look how deep he is. He's knocking Libda off the map at his spawn door. And Twisted Minds, I mean, they've still got 4 ultis to play with here. So, not a lot of optimism for them right now as a man that has skin in the game.
Psycho swinging right-hand side, TVNT goes in deep, defensive wall, beat is forced out now. TVNT is in too deep though. Astro not able to save him with it. They've traded 1 ult for 1, but they've lost their tank. Astro still has the beat, and they have control of point. Twisted Minds can play for the clutch here if they want to go for it, but looks like they just give it up for TVNT, and Psycho falls to his death. Or did he just kill himself on Ziad maybe? Either way.
Yeah, perhaps he was just hungry for a reset. It did sound like I heard Farah screaming as she fell off the map. So, you know, we just really need Qadsiah to dig deep right now. Psycho's got himself a barrage, but Landon has a window, which could be a potential counter. Checkers obviously has the sim wall as well. That can be absolutely hazardous for an aspiring Farah. Massive downpour comes out. Will catch Landon. He's going to have to throw down the window in a panic. Barrage actually does come out, catches 1. Landon finds a trade, though. It's currently a 4v4. The bomb on cart means that Ziad's going to get back in mech, but funny Astro, he's so fast. He rolls out into the backline of Qadsiah. He absolutely works Kellex in the neutral, and this is looking very rough now for Alcad. Senior McChicken. Senior McChicken 69. Thanks for the prime. Welcome.
Thank you, Gezo, for the 7 months prime as well. Always sim. Well, look what region we're in. What do you expect? Desperate touch situation now for Qadsiah as they come back. Landon will not be getting it. Can Checkmate find a TP? Lupta's got a kill, but no touch. We're tied up 1-1. Thank you, Jin Argent, for the 15 months.
Yeah, TVNT was killed you. That's my face immediately after that downpour came out. Absolutely chronic.
Jin asks about insight why TVNT is playing. You know, goes from permabench to starting. Thank you, the Jimmy Job, for the 4 months prime. I think it's very much just the heroes that are involved. You know, we're expected to see a lot of D.Va, a lot of Hazard as well, and I think TVNT better than KSA on both those heroes. And he's still got Qadsiah.
Did one of the observers just get a friend request?
Maybe. Maybe it's
Guys,
a friend request
like,
to tell him to crank it. If he gets a DM now saying crank it.
13 YouTube likes, 129 viewers. You people make me sick. Boost the YouTube likes, for Pete's sake. Absolutely pathetic ratio. And let's get some Pandoramas in the chat too. Qadsiah back on the D.Va once again. Twisted Minds, Hazard Fire once more. It's going to be a bit of a different story this time around. Those Psychos already been marked out, and Alcad rolling out on a bit of a counter comp could make things so much more difficult for Twisted. There's no more element of surprise, but Qadsiah has already found Libda again. Massive... Oh my days! TVNT really was killed you.
Boop of the day. Astro set that one up, and TVNT stole all the credit. And that will be Twisted Minds with a decisive first fight.
Oh, this is killing me. This is killing me right now. My points are going up the wall. And it's all because of TVNT and how he was killed me. All right, Qadsiah. Next turn. No ultimates to speak of for either side. TVNT's hooning towards a very fast downpour, though, off the back of all those environmentals. Qadsiah, they're taking space up in mean. You can see Twisted Minds just trying to kite it back a little bit. Where's Psycho? How are we going to get an angle? You can see the flank coming through from TVNT right now. He's going to come over the wall, connect on the back line. Left side TVNT, right side Psycho and Bunny Astro. And already Qadsiah's back line is so low. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but it's looking like Qadsiah don't have the staying power. Maybe they do. Ziad cleans up a second kill and finds the Mega.
Coming back now to help his Baptiste out of this, and Ziad's going to clean that one up. Qadsiah's sim out, rather. And now,
2v2.
they can keep going for this as well. It's Quartz and Astro only. They're trying to buy a little bit of time, but Astro's awfully low in all of this. He can't stay with Quartz's position. Ziad can push him if he wants a little bit here, but TVNT's back. There's the TP. Rest of Alcad come in. Lamp is good. Checkmate hits for right click. TVNT dashes in. He's got the downpour, but he's too low. They will get back on point. They'll clean it all up. And, I mean, how many times have we said it so far this year? But Ziad just finding these kills late in the fight, finding the trades, giving Alcad a way back in.
Oh, gorgeous recontest there from Qadsiah. The TP for checkmate. 3 players spawn in off the top ropes to save the day. Looked a little bit ropey for Ziad, but at the end of the day, if the guy can trade 2 members, play life, cut the point, the guy really does do it all. Hawk, if Hawk was born in Saudi Arabia 5 years later. Window available for Landon now. Calix is 90% to the beat as well. TVNT has a downpour and a really good opportunity to potentially was killed you in the process. Psycho's been poked out early on, but Quartus has a pinch from main. The double angle could be deadly as he pulls the clock early on and the downpour comes out same timing. Calix is dead with beat.
Dead with beat now, and also that self-destruct's going to go off, trying to get Ziad back into mech now, successfully back in mech. Lubda has found a way to push it, but Quartz gets the kill. Simple is good with the pocket, and Quartz gets a follow-up onto Landon as well. They can pocket TVNT with this. Checkmate's on the back line, but they've dealt with it all, and Simple and Quartz turn it.
Simple and Quartz turning at the flash fan from Lubda, not quite connecting there, unfortunately. And that means that Qadsiah versus Twisted Minds. This next turn, I mean, it's going to be Beat Barrage versus Beat Naked. And that is very, very scary for Qadsiah at this point. They might go for a fast recontest. You can see they're all rotating high ground right now, looking for that TP angle. Psycho's above the choke. Wall comes out from TVNT. So much damage being taken. Here's the barrage. The counter beat from Calix is spectacular. Beat from Funny Astro is layered in as well. Landon's already in a spot of bother. He's already quite low. Already boxed inside. Psycho's taken so much damage, but he will get the kite back out. And that's an even ult trade now. Everybody from Qadsiah is out in main. Twisted Minds backed up to the behind the point, but nobody has ults anymore.
Full neutral now, both hits can swing the same side. Lubda's going to back out of that one. Simple did use the lamp to get in that space, but Lubda catches Astro in the middle. Quartz is going to return the favour. Ziad trying to chase down Psycho on the side as well. The backline's rotated up top, so Qadsiah, they're going to pivot towards point. They're trying to catch Psycho on the way out. They can't quite do it. Twisted Minds look like they just want to reset, but Landon's in all sorts of trouble. A right old pickle with TVNT. Now a big opening pick to come back in with.
Oh, Landon going down like that is an absolute disaster for Qadsiah. They're going to have to flip on and off the point, go for a little bit of ping pong, but they're not going to be able to stop the cap here. So now the overtime wick begins to burn. Ziad, he's the first man on the point. Checkmate's 90% on the sim wall, but Lubda, he's found an opening. 1-for-1 exchange as Landon is surely back. Simple, champ by Baptiste taking a beating as Landon comes in from behind. Mid-air, drills Funny Astro out of the sky. TVNT goes down with the ship, and Qadsiah, miracle recontest that cost them 0 ultimates.
Insane from Landon to find the trade there as well. Twisted Minds had to throw everything at him just to get the kill, and Ziad's even the trade at the end too. Now, downpour, overclock, window. Twisted Minds have ults to open this one up, but the symbol from Checkmate can counter out so much of this. Factor in a high noon TP, a window from Landon, a bomb from Ziad. Qadsiah are in a great position as we come to final fight.
Really great position for Qadsiah. Symbol comes up early from Checkers and Lubda. This time around, the flash fan will connect. TVNT comes in with the down tour, but there's no TVNT was killed you this time around. The noon comes out for Lubda. The window as well for Landon. Psycho, he's desperately trying to touch the point, but he hasn't even done it at 97%. It's just Funny Astro, Simple, and Quartus remaining, and nobody's good for the touch. Qadsiah didn't doubt him for a second as they're going to take map 1.
What a way to start EMEA. It's the go-to feature in this region, and it delivers once again. What a start. Fancy new graphic as well. Win. Picture a circuit royale, but...
Picture a circuit royale, and you can hardly read the text because it's transparent, but you know what? I like what... I'm picking up what you're putting down, folks.
Lep's hands are in his pants after that retake. Good to know, Lep.
You can also hear highlight noises in the background, but you can't see the gameplay. Now we can hear the invites on the clean feed. Now you can see Qadsiah being layered on. It's their first day, guys. It's their first day.
Everyone's had their first day at the job, you know? It's the first day for the production crew. It's the first day for Morello's new nose. It's the first day for a lot of people here.
Okay, I'm seeing pre and post Morello's nose job. It really is just a change in lighting.
Oh, okay.
he's definitely not gotten a nose job.
You say we should unspin this narrative immediately.
Yeah, Captain Moose, thank you very much for plastic surgery investigating Morello and bringing us to the truth. Appreciate you. Let me pull that up for the broader audience in case people were wondering about the pre and post op pictures. And I'll run some ads. Subscribers don't get ads, folks. Like if there was a time to throw money at me, it would be one to avoid the ads for competent discourse like this, very important discourse between maps, and also it's September, so 25 to 30% off. But yeah, old and new nose looks bizarrely like the same nose, just with different lighting.
Okay, good to know. Better journalism than the BBC.
CDog517, thanks for the prime. Welcome.
Strive for the best. You know
Stop
what?
Wee Gooding.
Wait, you know what this is? I'm gonna spin this back in our favor. Don't you worry. You know what this is? This is in many ways a compliment to Morello's nose. Now, we looked at his nose and we thought, wow, that must have been
Too good to be real.
That must have been crafted by an expert surgeon.
We did that. Good morning, homosexual. Obviously, it's not really morning for you anymore. It's a very... Don't we good me, Ryan. You're subbed. Can we get some monkey smoking a pipe, we goods, please? Me when I turned anti-aliasing up on my face. He just changed his lighting.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
You should see the number of times you go around to Max's house. He asks you if you've had plastic surgery and go, no, I'm just sitting closer to the lamp than usual, Max. Thank you, Coral Tank, for the first time tier 1. Welcome.
Oh, God. I forgot the people, you know, we've got all these people that don't usually watch the stream. Does this guy ever watch Mafiathon 3? Tired? Good morning, pirate. Is it a good morning for you? Did you wake up or are you just on a bender of an evening? Mama Hamster 2. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that.
Thank you, Remy, for the 12 months prime. Welcome back. How do we see points for that round? So we're having to, what's it called? Jerry-rig it a little bit here. So our hard-working tickers are updating the stats manually from the Faceit page. But once they've been updated onto OWTV.gg, it says, oh wait, there's no scoreboard until after the game. Oh. Bastards. So I can show you what it will look like while we wait. But I guess we have to wait on Faceit to get the numbers. But once we have the numbers from Faceit, when I go to the match page for Alcad TM, and I go to, let me show you an old one because it has the stats up already. There we go, results. Obviously we don't have stats for Korea, but essentially what you're going to see when you scroll down to the stats page is our tickers will sort out all this data for you. And then right at the end, this column, it will automatically calculate how many fantasy points they have per thing. So yeah, so unfortunately the old score calculator we had that Amari made, that won't work either because it's all we don't have the data. And yes, Turt, it is a marriage photo on the broadcast. Good eye. Thank you, EasyClap79 for the tier 1, and thank you, Psycho with a H for a 7-month prime cat face.
Oh heavens. Come on, boost them YouTube likes there.
Thank you, Quadriplegic, as well for the tier 1 2 months.
I feel like there should be a command linking to
a command link into OWTV? Type !OWTV right now. Get yourself a link. Favorite it. Put it on your favorites bar.
I told you, I wouldn't lie to you about this.
Should there be stream links in the game? It's on the list. Don't worry. It's coming, Pog. It's coming. More developers every day. I'm building an army of developers. 4 people.
Should we start running marbles races, by the way, folks? Like, it's been a minute.
You want to roll one up?
I haven't rolled one up in ages.
Oh, really?
Like,
We've had a couple of broken laughs already, so this is the longest you've been. This is the longest you've. It's so easy to stray into goofy. It's.
I mean, I want to play Ty Seth Rogen again. If I can, if somebody can link it in the chat. Ty Seth Rogen is killing. I sent it to you, I think.
Oh,
like
yeah, it was you.
He was killing me. Like actually killing me. The most insane clip. Like, you all want to listen to Ty Seth Rogen right now? I was absolutely Ty Seth Rogen. Listen to this. I was watching the Thai broadcast. Fuck. Fuck!
I'm gonna go into your
I was
stream.
watching the Thai broadcast 2 days ago, and Thai Seth Rogen just spawned in. Like, listen up.
It's
I mean, I want to play Thai Seth Rogen again. If somebody can link the clip in the chat. Thai Seth Rogen is.
ซึ่งเลือกเป็นฮะเป็นไปได้ยังไง
เอ้ย
พี่บอกพี่บอกใครผิดเลยเหรอเป็นไปได้ยังไง เดี๋ยวก่อนคุณอย่าแกล้งผมอย่างนี้ดิ
นี่ยังไงผมชอบถูกนี่ยังไง
What the hell
It's so infectious.
ที่ผมดู
It's so fucking good.
I've never
It's like-
seen someone love a Gibraltar pick that much.
Play it again.
Thank you,
Say
Derpy
less.
Jake, for the 3 months Prime. It's literally goofy. Jake for the 3 months Prime.
แคปของเราในวัน
It's
นี้
literally goofy.
ซึ่งเลือกเป็นฮะเป็นไปได้ยังไง
เอ้ย
พี่บอกพี่บอกใครผิดเลยเหรอเป็นไปได้ยังไง เดี๋ยวก่อนคุณอย่าแกล้งผมอย่างนี้ดิ
นี่ยังไงผมชอบถูกนี่
Absolutely tickles me. Like it just
What the
really
hell?
hits the spot. It really hits the spot. 10 seconds on the marbles race. There's absolutely no way this marbles race is going to finish before the game starts. Like no way. What the hell, dude?
Where's the thanks for the raid?
Yeah, checkmate, Libra.
You have to have at least 10 viewers, Mama Hamster.
Did they raid you with 1 viewer as
It was a
well?
1 viewer raid.
Yeah, I mean
Nice
they raided
try.
me too. I think I might just ban them, to be honest. Like they never
You
give.
just,
It's
you
like
can crank that number so it doesn't, because mine doesn't trigger the notification. It still comes up in chat, but it doesn't like play a sound.
yeah, but I just think like nuisance chatters, like Mama Hunters.
I
and
saw you
nuisance
kill.
chatter, you know, like
Someone asked about, can we get the FM bot in Discord? Dead.
yeah, it's like no, that person, like they always just come in and they always say some client shit, like always some incredibly dumb garbage where it's like I read it and I just think like you're so fucking annoying and stupid, like you genuinely like make my day worse just by reading the crap you say, you know, like this is actually my safe space, so like if you say something obnoxiously stupid, like I will remove you from the chat, and that's like the vibe that Mama Hamter 2 gives. Like Mama Hamter 2 says all of the like weird stuff, but they don't give me the money to back it up. Lots of people say weird stuff and they give me $6 a month to make up for it. Mama Hamter, I reckon Mama
Weird
Hamter
fee.
has been subbed once and it was a gift, if I were to hazard a guess. Like,
Again,
isn't that
very-
all you do? Say obnoxiously stupid things? Yeah, you Kuno, but the difference
Have you heard
this
of
is my
projection?
stream, not yours. Like
I think you only get it off Twitch as well, Emerald. You'll need to be on Twitch for all the drops and stuff. But we do have all the drops. Alright, should we lock in? The bans now just look like they've banned Overwatch, unfortunately, so I guess that's the end of the series. If I remember right, it was Lucio and Tracer. There we go. Yeah, so TM going to take us to Rialto. They're going to ban Tracer. Qadsiah going to ban Lucio in response. We're going to get a Juno Kiri.
huh?
Where's the Juno come from?
Oh yeah, did we just watch an entire first map? Was Wu Yang banned on map 1? It must have been, right? He's got to be. Was Wu
No,
Yang
it
banned?
wasn't. No, I don't think so.
It's just not playing Wu Yang. These damn Europeans, good god. Alright.
You know, it was Freya Kiriko. They just... Kellex just
Overwatch
won't
is
do it.
banned. Yeah, Overwatch is banned for both teams. Oh, the marbles. I need to hide the marbles. I'm so sorry.
Hide the
Overwatch is banned for
marbles!
both teams.
But where's he
No,
hiding
EMEA
them?
will not ping Wu Yang. Bizarre.
You'll have to
Alright.
subscribe to find out.
Yeah, exactly. It's a paywall thing. What? No top teams are playing Wu Yang. Funny Astros on Wu Yang right now. Unfortunately, Qadsiah are on Juno Kiri. So, I suppose good thing for my fantasy points. Quartz is instantly dead, but he's made the swap over to Widow now. But is that going to be free for him? I'm not too sure about that.
Tycho's going to find a trade onto Lubda, so now a bit of an opening to go. Quartz is back, about to swing right-hand side. Won't have too much of an angle at anything, but with that player pick, they can just take over the whole map here, TM.
Yeah, it feels like a freebie, to be honest. Just walk right up and take the map. Now Twisted Minds, I mean, they really do have a whole lot of space. Not sure about this Brigitte Wu Yang composition that they're rocking with. Maybe it's a Diva counter comp, but I'm really just not too sure about that one, in all honesty. It feels like this is a very different shade of the game to what we're used to seeing in Korea. Quartus on the Widowmaker right now. He has a big wide angle. He's got that back high ground, but it feels like the map has been largely flipped by Qadsiah.
Oh, pressure now onto Quartz. Hits a body shot on the grapple. Now he's pushing Checkmate, but Checkmate has pocket. Quartz has to run. I don't know if he has any support here. He's trying to escape, but Checkmate backs up as well. Both will live to tell the tale. And now both teams going to reset. TM, though, getting very close to this checkpoint.
Yeah, TM do have a checkpoint threatened already, but Qadsiah, they can just keep on holding it down on the cart. Unfortunately, with Landon dead, there's just not going to be enough healing to sustain Qadsiah. They need something quick or not at all. Libda, he goes for that quick play, but unfortunately, Psycho's all over him like a bad smell. It feels like the sound just got quieter. Like, what's going on here? Like, I've cranked it,
it was
but
louder
it's still not loud.
It was loud at the start.
Yeah, like, did it just fall off? Like, Trevor!
Trev! Can we get a Trev emote going, please? Could still do with more sound.
Come on, Trev. Oh.
Escalate. No, I'm not going to be sarcastic. Please just give us volume. I was going to say escalate for volume, but I'll keep it. It's their first day. I'll be nice. Simwall is out here, but it's a little bit early, so TM are going to do just a little bit of a walk away from that. They're trying to hunt down the split Widow. Eyes on it. Quartz is on the run. Ziadvo on the chase. Nowhere for Quartz to go here. Big trouble, but Psycho found 2 off screen.
What?
The player advantage still for TM. How has Psycho got into this position? Alcad, they have to keep backing it up, and this is a really awkward position for Qadsiah now.
Yeah, now Checkmate is stuck behind enemy lines. No TP for the moment as well. He's poking very long distance, but soon enough, Qadsiah, they're just going to be suffering victim to the respawns of Twisted Minds. They're going to be pinched from behind if any trades ever do come through. Everyone's spread so far and thin. Checkmate, he finally TP's back on, but they're not able to block the cart from here. It's a real spread of positions. Look at Checkmate. He's in the old spawn.
Yeah, he's going to take care of him now. Oh, and this is easy. TVNT gets a bomb kill. He might get He's demexed afterwards as well, actually, though, so this could still be a problem. But the payload is getting so close. They need to try and get Ziad out onto this now. Capitalize on TVNT when he has no mech. Fly out from Ziad, but Landon dies on the way out as well. There's the stomp. TVNT can't get back in. Ziad has dropped the bomb. Shields up from Simple. Rally afterwards. Now trying to push Checkmate. Behind Nunes, keeping him at bay. Still gets the stun out. Now Lubda considering a flank left-hand side. Copy Diva coming through from Psycho. Copy bomb available as well. Lubda is flanking, desperate for a pick to drag his team back into this. Lots of pressure on that back line. Lubda finds one, takes down Simple. Remake comes through, but now Psycho is stuck in there. Short work made, and they get the stop just about, Alcad.
Yes, I do use ShareX. I was just screenshotting the fact that Overwatch was banned for both sides, but it looks like it's been fixed actually, and it wouldn't have been because of what I said, because the clean feed's 3 minutes delayed. So Tracer is banned and Lucio is banned. Wu Yang is available for both sides. It's just a case of Qadsiah not being in the mood. Checkmate got himself a little bit of an off angle right now. He's so close to that sim wall as well. He's having a real hard time, but if you can just keep poking from behind, there's a reasonable chance that they can turn it. Playful Cloud, thanks for the 3 months. Welcome back. Checkmate's going to find Simple early in the fight. And Twisted Minds, I mean, with only a Wu Yang to heal, and a funny Astro Wu Yang no less, I feel like they're going to have to back right off of this one.
Gonna reset again, and all of a sudden that big time bank they had is starting to dwindle a little bit, down to 2 minutes. Twisted Minds now, they have the bowler shot ready to go, but difficult to open up, especially against a Diva. Qadsiah, they have the Kitsune Rush, they have the Simwall. All great ults for fighting on this point. Twisted Minds honestly might even have to just consider a disengage maybe until they get this Tidal Blast online.
Yeah, I mean, Twisted Minds, really, they just have to farm for the moment. Ziad getting quite aggressive up on the high ground, shifts up into the skybox. Big Guardian Wave, actually, from Funny Astro. That's good for the farm. Checkmate taken incredibly low. Has to use the sim wall. Really good judgment to use it, though, in the end. Obviously, this isn't the ult exchange that they wanted, but if he didn't pop that one, he was dead meat. He was out in the open, very out of position. I suppose we should be more critical of his positioning rather than praising the fact that he's had his ultimate force to keep himself alive.
Now Tidal Blast available for Astro. TVNT might be the primary target for this, the easiest hero to close the distance with. Eyes on that backline, but Qadsiah have both support ults coming out. They're trying to kite Ray in response to this one. Forces that out, gets a big stun. TVNT can't find the kills. Double support ult to survive all of this now. And Twisted Minds trying to get another disengage, but Astro dies on the way out from this one. Late kill from Landon, and it's still a net positive in terms of ult trade for Twisted Minds, but the trade means they can't repush immediately. And look at this, Landon's still finding another angle, but he can't find the connect onto Quartz.
Oh my god, Landon, you're actively throwing my fantasy roster with these shots, man. Lock in! You can see Ziad forward, going for a little bit of poke. TVNT was taken very, very low, but this is just going to enable Funny Astro to farm himself another Tidal Blast. All of this damage on TVNT, that's all free cried. That's all free farm for Funny Astro, assuming Funny Astro doesn't Guardian Wave a Diva as they fly away and he doesn't hit the heal amp. Twisted Minds are 4 ultimates deep, 3 for Qadsiah. No, actually only 2 for Qadsiah, so this really is a good push timing for them.
Copy Kiriko comes out from Psycho, already halfway to an ult thanks to the perk. Now pushing the backline aggressively. Lubda's going to flashbang to try and get out of that one. Psycho continues to push. Kitsune Rush to keep going. He takes care of Checkmate himself. TVNT and Psycho getting it all done on his side. For Kitsune Rush push. Nowhere for Killex to go. And that copy perk is insane.
Yeah, all it took was the copy in the end. Qadsiah, they only had Bomb and High Noon, two very situational, difficult to use ultimates. The fact that they're playing Kiri Juno just means that Kellex's ult is not online enough. Juno has been nerfed into the ground. Her ult charge rate is simply too low to cycle ults effectively in the current era of Overwatch. Funny Astro, he's going to be pretty much 2-1 in Kellex, not because he's playing his particular character so much better, but just because of the state of balance of the game. Ziad shifting in, trying to block the card early. It's very important that you're able to do two fights here. Shots splashing out from Lubda. He's doing so much damage. Quadsiah is very far behind, playing conservatively. But Twisted Minds, soon it's going to be their push timing. As Funny Astro, he's got himself another title blast. Rally forced out? What are we doing, Simple? Is that a Champ 1 rally?
Kitsune Rush over the top now as well. Checkmate's going to throw the symbol, but they've lost Kellex just before he gets Ray as well. An opening for Twisted Minds. Bomb is out from TVNT as well. They're clearing the turrets, trying to walk forward, but TVNT just get back in mech. Ziad's done it again. They made his rocket smaller, but it doesn't stop him. Crazy 2 kills for Ziad, and Qadsiah now in a really good position to try and hold this.
Ziad is absolutely demonic on the Diva. 2 for him there. TVNT now making the swap over to the Zarya, but it may be too late because look at this. Kellex, he's got an orbital ray. You're playing Zarya into an orbital ray, you're going to get walked right over. This feels like a little bit of a mistake from him in all honesty. It's going to be too hard to play life on Zarya. If he steps forward, he's going to get just walked over.
No energy so far. TVNT really needs to save a lot in these bubbles for the Ray push if it comes, but Qadsiah, they can be patient. They can sucker Twisted Minds in. They can turn it into overtime before they commit, because once that wick starts burning, they have to stay on point, Twisted Minds, and TVNT's life is going to get so difficult.
Psycho's got himself the first touch, but Twisted Minds, they're just playing very passively. Psycho gets himself flashbanged on the cart, and Lubda will clean up that kill. High Noon comes out, and now everything is zoned. TP into the back for Lubda. He TP's in, he TP's out. Now, inside the orbital ray is TVNT, and his hands are being ripped away from him. Bomb on the cart, TVNT was taken. Funny Astro goes down, and that is going to be Twisted Minds' push, ending here at the beginning of third point.
Good recovery in the end. Qadsiah made a real mess of that first point and the first part of second, getting themselves stuck behind. But the recovery was actually really good. The clutch hold, the clutch retake on second, I think was very much the saving grace there in terms of the defense for Qadsiah. Now, all of a sudden, it looks very doable for this. And yeah, I don't know, actually. I don't hate the Zarya swap, honestly, on this part of the map. But like you said, it's just too little too late, you know? If he'd done it at the start of the third point, I think it looks a lot more reasonable.
We don't got this. Thanks for the Prime. Enjoy your ad-free viewing, brother. Appreciate that. Really, I mean, you look at the scoreboard right now. Landon's 2-4. This is no good for my Landon on the fantasy roster narrative. This one stings to look at. That's a scoreboard that needs some cleaning up. 13k heals. Let's nerf Juno. Yeah. Landon, please. Like, my entire stream copied my roster. Like, please, everyone needs this right now.
There's so many rhinos now as well. Thank you, JB, for the 19 months, tier 1.
Yeah. Do you get ad money for me watching you with Turbo? Of course. Of course.
We get that Turbo paycheck.
Yep. Love the Turbo paycheck.
Why not play
Thank you very
Mercy?
much, RKOW, for the 7 months. Welcome back. Welcome back. Getting up there.
We don't have the data yet, Ritzy, for anyone wondering about their fantasy scores. We're going to get all of it at the end. Otherwise, we're going to have to do some... asking around for some data. But we should hopefully get it at the end of the series. So we're just going to have to wait and pray and send all your best wishes to your fantasy players.
Oh, I mean, now we've got ourselves Anna Brig for Twisted Minds. Absolutely no idea where it's Anna Brig, not Anna Wu Yang, but you know what? I'm not a doctor. Not sure why there is no Wu Yang in the server right now. Maybe Diva just changes the game. Maybe it's just an EMEA special. I'm that special guy. Thanks for the Prime. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Appreciate that, mate. Welcome aboard. And Twisted Minds, I mean, they're just playing far behind right now with the Anna Brig. Really not a huge believer in this composition in the current year, but when Qadsiah are not going to play Wu Yang, maybe it's got some real legs. Maybe Anna Brig can counter out a what's going on here. It's going to make things harder for Ziad.
Ziad has got himself onto the backline now, looking for Simple. The sleep is good. That'll save Simple's life, but they've lost Astro and Cycle in the front line. 2-for-2 trade, and Ziad's going to run over Simple. Player advantage now. DMEC on point. Quartz has found the trade, but Ziad, he can still clear this up if he wants. He's going to prioritize Quartz first. Ignore the baby. Now just the baby to take care of, and Ziad, good for the cleanup anyway.
Can you give me numbers?
20, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38.
Works. Fantastic.
Works.
Harrison, thanks for the 6-7 bits. Steely6, welcome back. Thanks for the 4 months. Thanks for the tier 1. 6-7. Yeah. Thanks, Harrison. Avril nowhere left and right, etc. Simple's up the back on the Ana. This is a very safe position for him. Hard to contest, but he does not have nano boost yet. Quartus is flanking. He's got a bowler shot. He's going to start dumping cooldowns. He dumps cooldowns 0 for 3. A rare 0 for 4. Oh my days. Any more of those and it's going to be SSG's playoffs run. Big push. Checkmate. Does manage to take 3, so Twisted Minds, I mean, look, it's cooked. Checkmate's emoting his fault.
The flank was good from Quartz. It seemed like a suitable time to drop the flank, scared of this Kitsune rush and his Rainer symbol being used on point. But Quartz, a rare whiff from him. And Psycho's just, Checkmate's just going to push forward, run them over. Easy kills for him. Fast first cap for Qadsiah. Now they have all of these powerful ults to throw into this next fight. They're going to have to rely a lot on Simple's nano here, maybe onto TVNT, but they've lost Psycho early, all up to TVNT to find trades. Nate's good.
And someone gift smash a sub. I'm going to run so many ads on that motherfucker. Funny Astro running in. He's nano boosted. He's about to have that rally. The bomb comes out from TVNT. Gets nothing. Funny Astro dead before he can build the rally. That's a 2-man advantage for Qadsiah right now. They're pushing forward. Checkers is talked. Simple's running in looking for a trade. He gets absolutely nothing for it. Empty-handed Simple. And that means that Qadsiah, 1 fight remains for them to cap second point. And Twisted, their recontest going to be dicey. All these players are still respawning. I mean, can they even do it? It's gonna have to be Psycho using the copy just for the touch.
Yeah, they can go with it. They can rally to stabilize, but Kinetics can just drop this Ray on point. They need bash value out of Astro, or they need Psycho to find the copy to buy him time. Copy, Diva, Nair. Ray's going to come out in response. Astro will rally. He bashes in. It's a 4-person bash. No kills. Psycho flies in for it. Doesn't get the self-destruct though. Quartz is going to die on that, and they didn't find any kills in that bash. Simple has traded Landon though. Heinen in the back. Lupta's getting marked by a variety of Divas right now. Going to roll out of that one. Swings wide. Psycho can't get away from that. Kellex finishes the kill. TVNT continues to anchor point, but he is outnumbered. They're trying to pocket in the back. They can't pocket TVNT at the same time, though. Astro's going to walk on. It's just Simple and Astro versus the world now, and the world is going to win. Thank you, Toaster, for the 8 months. And tier 3? Thank you very much, Toaster.
Ooh, big ups, Toaster. Thank you very much, Kawi, for the gift sub to Smash. Welcome back, Smashy. Our friendship was on the rocks, but now we are good for another month. James505, thank you very much for the 2 months. Yes, Munter is streaming. I've actually been streaming every day for the past 2 weeks, but I'm streaming friendly to your time zone, so that works too. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Now, I mean, really, there's only 1 fight remaining for Twisted Minds. They need to get on the point already. TVNT comes slashing in. He immediately eats shit. Has to have the Suzu. He's holding up his hands, desperately trying to block the East, but everybody for Twisted Minds is so comically low. TVNT, 95% on his ultimate is going to go down. Simple as well. Psycho, Quartus, everybody staggering in, but it's just not good enough. And Qadsiah, they're going to take the lead 2-0. Can we get a scoreboard check? Landon died again at the end there. That was ugly for my fantasy points.
That was a 3-minute 55-second left in the time bank. And I didn't have to go all the way to the end, but that's still a monster time as we're going to look at a TVNT player for game. Thank you, Chaz, for the 6 months prime as well. Oh, I want. Can
I get a full size of the TVNT was killed in my Discord, please? Can somebody send me the biggest version of TVNT was killed that you can make? If you can put that in my Discord, I would appreciate it.
Trev's asking if it's still quiet. It felt better at the end there. Or was that my...
Did it, or is that just the music? I'm going to rewind the music
now. I'm going to check too.
It's okay, but it's on max.
Yeah, honestly, I'd rather, like, give us more.
The gameplay sound is really low. The music is loud AF after the game, but gameplay just way too quiet.
Yeah, because if it's easier if they crank it and we can just turn it down locally.
Yeah, exactly.
Too much, you know, rather than us having to have it at max.
Yeah. The new music, though, I'm so ready for all of this music to be copyrighted and none of it to be cleared on my YouTube channel.
Big fan of OWCS.
Thank you, Nekamoto, if I'm saying that right. Big fan of OWTV? Me too. I'm glad you like it.
I'm not going to do that, Hardy. I'm going to make them work for it, mate. TVNT's shaking hands with players better than him, and it's just a picture of... Fucking love this tweet. Do you have Hawk 2? No. It sounds copyright free. That's so small, Emergence. Like, it's so small. The TVNT which killed you original is huge. Like, that is literally the smallest picture in the world. If I blow this up to like tweetable size, it's so pixelated. It's like the ugliest picture of all time. I'm crying at this image. It's insane. What the hell? I won marbles. Yeah. Congrats. What's up, Hyperview? How you doing? Give me the original answer. I can make it. Maybe if you Google TVNT was killed you TikTok or something. I don't even know how to find it, bro. TVNT was killed you TikTok. I have no idea how to find the original TikTok, to be honest, bro. Like,
Good luck. Yeah,
yeah, it's actually impossible. I think I'm just gonna stretch this shit as far as it can go. You know, like I'm just gonna share X this shit and go big. That'll do, bro. Like it's a tweet. Like it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be good. Just that'll do. There's the TikTok. Nice. Thank you, Pernapata. Appreciate ya. Should we roll up some marbles? We'll find a no nano for you. No nano for you. I remember I did that last time. I read your name too. All right, let's get a random track. I'm trying to get my rank up in marbles. 30 seconds on the race. It's a speed round. Play. Tap in. Music transition was smooth like butter.
Red check. Sorry, yeah, we're just making sure everything is Gucci, for the fantasy, and then we'll sort out those breads. Oh, asking you shall receive.
Getting mocked by Anta must be like getting shot while you're drowning. Cried. Morning, Barber.
All right, so I think what's going to happen for people, fantasy scores, all of that, we'll get the scoreboards at the end of the game. Our tickers will sort all that out. Then when it is ready, we'll get a ping, and then we can delve into all those scores, and we can see who is smart and who is stupid.
What underconsumes you? That's nice. Make the marbles larger. I'll just hide the marbles inside the TVNT image. Just finished a 3-mile run to Burger King for an Impossible Whopper. We'll be listening to this stream. Thank you, Hunter. No worries at all, Twillery. Anything for a man with the sub-gifted badge on their name. I broke my marbles. Shit.
What roll? Oh, I've got some pizza to eat.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pizza check for anyone who's pizza curious.
3 De Niro. Fucking hell, mate. I haven't seen you in a minute. Vito dance. Vito dance. Catching or pitching? Laurentina and Joya, you absolutely dominated that race. Are you coaching on desirables? You see, Mama Hampton, this is why you need to be banned from my chat. Because you come here and you ask the dumbest shit imaginable. I'll see you in a week. Try again in 7 days, all right? Dumb fuck. It's a absolutely brutal course.
You're also eating pizza? Your name is CJ the Pizza Man, so I'd believe it. My Jollibees the other day was good as well. It was a good shout from Alpha.
Free my man, he did nothing right. Oh, cat's here. We got the whole squad.
Hunter nuked you? I heard. Did you get the spaghetti? I didn't get the spaghetti, no.
He's a fake Jollibee customer not getting the sketty. What's the point of going there if you're not going to get the sketty?
Alpha said there was good chicken burger, so I got a chicken burger. I got 2. The loaded fries were really good as well. Did you get your did you get your pizza from Boss Man? No, this one's from the wife. Made the dough and everything.
Wow. Mason for real, thanks for the tier 1. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. It really gets me going when people give me money, so I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. If anyone else wants to get on that. It is September after all, so that means you can actually do it for 25 to 30% less than what it usually costs. ! Squeeze. If I was married, I'm not reading that out. Maria needs a sub. She's homeless. That's UNUM. Needs a sub. Doesn't have a home. Just has a phone. Goes to the local McDonald's with a USB-C cable and charges up their phone so they can watch the stream on the Wi-Fi.
Atlas. And where in the world is Atlas, Max?
Morocco, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to Morocco. Toaster Overwatch, thank you for the Prime. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Gigila, thank you very much for the gift sub to Maria. Welcome, Maria.
Oh, I'm buffering. Oh. Can you still hear me, chat? YouTube? Signs of life, please.
Ayua, 42. Thank you very much for the 3 months. Welcome back. Here's some money for your efforts. Virtual fist bump. Dyslexia with the Prime. Oh my days. Thank you, Dis. Welcome, of course.
Max, can you still hear me?
That one hits a little different. I was watching Dyslexia play May the other day, and I've decided that Dyslexia is definitely not a one trick. Okay, we've got Chase in the lineup. Xavi, are we seeing this right now?
Can you hear me?
25, 24.
Ah! Needed to come back. Hello, hello. YouTube chat? Twitch? Max? Oh. Where am I back?
All of the ults are online for Twisted Minds, though. Window comes out, Pulse is good, but Kellex will jump onto it anyway, so that'll do. Blade finally pulled by Checkmate, but unfortunately, no matter how much you slow cook it, it will still be a turd if it was a turd to begin with. So that is going to be Twisted Minds taking a 2-0 lead here. Are you alive, Xavier? Are you back online?
I'm back, but it's not all back yet.
Okay, step by step. Shall I keep casting in the meantime?
Keep going, mate. You've got it.
Oh, keep going. Just knock me when you're ready, mate. Go back to Xavier, you bastards. Anyone that came here as a Xavier refugee, get the fuck out of here. All right. Bombs available for TVNT. Chase, he is about to have an ult. A Doom ult could be the difference maker here. We need some sort of difference maker for Pete's sake. Maybe the difference maker is a roster substitution. Chase takes down Psycho early on, though, so it's a good start for the man. He can hear me flaming him. He decides to adjust as a result. Just get Chase out. Yeah, I mean, look, it is what it is. Chase, go on backline right now. He is slashing about, and it is going to be Twisted Minds actually losing a fight this time around. Qadsiah didn't actually need to spend anything for this turn either, so that's good. I feel like the game sound is getting quieter. Like, they're actually taking the piss right now. Like, what is going on? Xavier's dead again.
I'm still fixing.
That's okay. He's just keep fixing, keep tinkering. Anyhow, is there like a monkey with a wrench? I think that's a YouTube chat emote. Anyhow, TVNT's made the move over to Zarya now. Zarya versus Doom? I don't know about that one, to be honest. Maybe you can bubble some of those power punches. Chase has a power punch right now. He's hiding on the flank, but his position has been revealed, not to me in a dream, but by him peeking and shooting for no damage. Now Chase, he's going to swing around behind the enemy team, but Twisted Minds, they're being afforded an incredible amount of space. Long shot power punch comes out from Chase though, and it's very well angled. Because the bubbles were forced, because the lamp was forced by that initial punch, so many resources have been bled from Twisted Minds, but somehow, some way, they're still able to counter out Checkers' blade after all that. Massive meatball strike though, Chase with 2. Third power punch going to be blocked by Funny Astro, but there's a one-man advantage for Qadsiah right now. Make that 2, and Chase, keep this man in the starting lineup for every damn map. He is a beast on the Doomfist. He just needed to warm up a little bit. Tinkering check.
Tinkering. I think I finished tinkering. You're 100% right. The game sound is definitely lower than it used to be.
Yeah.
Qadsiah back in it with a map. Chase making his debut here for Qadsiah, but it feels like it's not going exactly as they would have hoped. Sim Genji is a little bit unorthodox as well. Twisted Minds now going to take an early slam. Chase is going to punch back on this one, trying to bait out a few of these bubbles, get himself a big punch to work with. Goes for Quartz, little punch onto that one. Has the big punch now. Lots of pressure coming in. Pulse bomb and he's back, and Psycho takes him down.
Ace is down, but Funny Astro's traded, so they're not out the woods yet. Simple's under so much pressure, and with no support duo to help him out, he really does just need to keep on running, keep on playing very, very slow and passive. Psycho, incredibly low as well. Qadsiah, they've got bodies on the point right now. Landon takes a beating, has to TP early on, but TVNT, he can't step up. Chase is back over to the Wrecking Ball as well. Not really sure how Twisted Minds want to approach this one. Chase, he's rolling on in from behind. He doesn't have the grapple right now, so he just gets a few shots in. Quartz has actually rolled himself out into the open. The slam from Chase, not sure that it's connected on much. It does give a big overshield, but no kills. Now the Symbol being traded for a rally, not the worst trade in the world. Next turn, Kellex with the title blast. He needs to carry. They need to get some bubbles out of TVNT and get a good stun.
Window comes out now. Sorry, I'm distracted again. Lamp comes out now. So the Lamp comes out now from Simple. Grav in response is a big Grav as well. Everyone's in this one. Do they have a follow-up? Yes. Twisted Minds deliver. Do we do a sync check? 53, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
56 11. To 11, 12, 13. Yeah, like we're in sync.
14. Wait, keep going. I think I got
17, 18, 19, 20.
Wait, 18,
21,
19, 20.
22.
Need you like a second. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Yeah,
28.
yeah. 6, 7, everyone.
Cool,
6,
cool.
7. Sure. Yep. All right.
They just like numbers.
Quartz has a high noon available. They do currently have the cap. Twisted Minds, they're in control. Chase comes rolling in from behind. He misses his boop and his slam. Masterclass. Now he's rolling in beneath. He comes go for the backline. He misses the boop up to the high ground as well. He gets bullied back towards the mega health pack, but it is not looking great for him at the moment. He's having a very hard time fighting his way into the fight. Stop riding 6-7.
TP away, but Chase has died on the ball. Blade is out now from Checkmate. I swear I have no game sound. Coming through, but Checkmate is good with the Blade. Another slash for him as well. Clean one and clean up. And now Qadsiah should be able to get themselves and get the flip back over. TVNT just making sure him and Astro get out successfully.
Incredible that Qadsiah were able to pull that one back from the brink without Chase Torch even attending the fight, just donating ult charge at the beginning of it all. We really do need to hit up Golden Pants next time around. Now you can see Twisted Minds on the rotation behind. Chase gets a 5-man slam in the back. The Kitsune Rush in main as well. Finally, Chase comes alive. He boops Quadsiah off the map while he's high nooning. Funny Astro goes down as well, and that's going to be a cleanup here for Qadsiah. Twisted Minds are on the verge of getting reverse swept by Alcat at this point. I shit on Chase, but every time he does it, he actually does wind up clutching. He clutched on Doom, he's clutched here on Ball. All the marbles right now, folks.
Looking good. TVNT over to the Hazard now as we go on to this final point. Chase has that minefield ready to go. Lubda's symbol just behind it as well. Slam comes through early. Will catch a hinder, but Chase will be more than fine for that as Qadsiah get themselves onto the point. Chase looking for his next engage through this left-hand side now. Going coast will be scary. Doesn't get too much on this next engage now. Twisted Minds, they can rotate if they want. They're being patient, though. I think they may be waiting for point to unlock.
Waiting for the cap right now. You can see Chase just rolling around. He gets that overshield, but he's not going to be able to transfer it much of anywhere. He's rolling back in from behind now. He boops Funny Astro, forces Funny Astro to actually use the rally in all of this. Simple's popped the rally. The window up on the high ground. He's going to take Lubda down. Lubda a little bit lost in the sauce. Chase tries to contest Simple, but Simple, I mean, he is absolutely beaming right now. And this is looking like an easy Twisted Minds win at this point, as Simple's just cleaning up every damn kill.
Insane from Simple there, coming through from window on the high ground. You can see all of the attention was on Astro and TVNT with that minefield and symbol, but the shield's up from Astro. It keeps them all safe, and then Simple unchecked on the flank. 2 important kills, and Twisted Minds gain a crucial first cap against 2 of Qadsiah's biggest ults, and Lubda's actually going to make the swap now over onto the Tracer.
The Tracer Genji Ball, once again, I think this is what Qadsiah started out on. They didn't have much success on it early in the round, but maybe the tides have turned. Maybe there's been a little bit of a shift in the tectonic plates. We'll have to wait and see. No ultis for Twisted Minds right now. Checkers has that blade once again. If he can get a good angle for this one, could be huge. Chase is on behind. He's forced the lamp. Got to be careful because Lubda in the back. Oh, Blade's pulled in main. He slashes, he slices, and he dices, and he finds one. 2 for 2 trades. 3 for 2, actually, so that is a 1-man advantage for Qadsiah. They need to stack up onto the point now. Psycho's taking down the other support, though, so this is really anyone's game at this point.
Recall now comes out. TVNT awfully low. They do manage to clean that one up. Now 2v1. Still trying to hang on to the point here is Psycho. I don't know if he can keep stalling. He's got a little bit of heal. He's trying to keep it contested. Another boot off point. Pulse Bomb goes wide from Psycho there, trying to hold it on. Lamped onto point now as well. Psycho wants to keep fighting. They refuse to give up a flip. Astro is back. Landon has the Kitsune Rush. They'd love to hold this one, but instead, no. It's coming out. Transfer of shields from Chase. High noon in response from Quartz. Trying to clean it. Deflect available. Landon now with a Kitsune Rush. Qadsiah need more. They got the flip during all of this as well. Back up. Twisted Minds try and kite the ult. The Chase is on. They push into the window. Lubda's forced to recall. They have to get out of here now. Qadsiah. Chase taking a backward step. Now, downpour available for TVNT. Astro nearly with another rally.
Window is up for Simple. You can see Chase rolling in. He's about to have that minefield. He drops it in the sky. He manages to farm it up.
Locked.
He gets caught up by the downpour. TVNT. He's locked up Chase, but I don't think he can finish the kill. Chase comes rolling through his team. Landon's found a pick onto Quartz as well. And Qadsiah, they've survived this one. Downpour out from TVNT. Does not find the value that they need. Chase trying to press the advantage. An incredibly risky maneuver, but he's dancing with death and he's coming away the victor. Twisted Minds. Final turn now. 62%, 2-2. Down 0-2 in the series. Astro has the rally, and that's their only ultimate. Kellex, Tidal Blast, and so many mobile characters to dump it on.
Need value from this Tidal Blast. All about that one. Rally comes out looking for it. Lubda's going to get shut down. Tidal Blast is on to checkmate though. The whip shot comes through. Trying to find the stun. Catches him. Astro will live though. He gets up. Shield up in time. Hits another badge. Trades for Landon. Blade coming out from checkmate. He's half HP. He's only got a Hazard to slice into though. They're going to block it. Can they touch? They come back through. Chase is on point. He's completely outnumbered. He's completely outgunned. TM are going to get the flip. Lubda has respawned. He can maybe get one more touch. Recall has been burned. He's going to throw himself onto point. Wave comes through. Lubda's so low. He's taken down. Kellex dives for it, but TM, they hang on. They cling on to the series and the map. 2-1.
Oh, Lubda going down on that dive. Absolutely disastrous for them. They had such a good situation to layer in their ultimates. 5-man indoor rotation. All they needed to do was just connect the Tidal Blast and clean house. But they rush it. Lubda goes down with recall, trying to connect those kills. I think we're gonna have to get Chase out.
Yeah, it's really tough, isn't it? I mean, it was neck and neck down to the wire, everything like that, but TM proving they can deal with the ball, and I think really as far as ball players go in EMEA or WCS this season, Jay's probably the best on paper, at least reputation-wise, and dealt with that no problem, dealt with the Doom. And wouldn't be surprised at all if we just see Ziad coming back in here for Alcad.
Oh, God. I mean, I just think that ultimately, like, you see Libda move over to the Tracer, and it feels like very rare that Libda seems a liability, but it definitely seemed like that was the matchup where he was struggling the most. He's on the Tracer, he's getting himself picked a lot. Libda's not known for getting picked. He's known for carrying, for dominating. This time around, though, I mean, the fact that they try to play the Tracer Genji dive and it just doesn't really play for them, doesn't really work out, stings. But they've got lots of different opportunities to go back to playing some of their different stuff. That was obviously Twisted Minds as map pick. Now, Qadsiah, they have map choice for the rest of the series. They'd have to drop another 2 maps in order for it to, go sideways. I'll accept you not, mate. Guys, if you're from Xavier's stream, please piss back off to him. Like,
We're nearly just over a third of the way back. Thank you, Shazana, for the 8 months, and thank you, Spilo, for the 18 months. Glad you're enjoying the new project, mate.
Yeah. Same for my YouTube viewers. If you're a Xavier YouTube viewer, I'm sure he's back online there. Piss off.
We're back everywhere. YouTube looking good. We have had a like reset, though, so we need new likes.
Can we boost Xavier's likes?
We need the like
please.
reset, guys. We've been hard reset.
Oh. Isometric, you won the marbles.
Back from Uncle Hunter. That's what he likes to be called.
Who said that?
Mr. Mango Juice.
Who said that? Okay. I'm cross-banning Mr. Mango Juice. You're never going to be calling me Uncle Hunter here again. Gorilla Researcher! Oh my god!
Long time no see.
It's been a minute. It's been ages. 30 seconds to race, guys. Come on, play. Any jobs going at the moment, Gorilla Researcher? I will never mod you, Gorilla Researcher. Like, never in a million years will I give you a green sword, mate. Like,
you got the sick like from me. Hattie's liking. Thanks, brother. We're climbing right back. We're already nearly at 50 likes. Good job, team.
Beautiful. Thanks for helping restore balance to the universe, everybody. If you're a Xavier viewer, get your ass over there. Boost his likes on YouTube, the whole 9. So when you got your wire replaced and it has definitely fixed the issue from the looks of it?
No, I haven't. No, I was convinced it wasn't the wire.
Oh, they never came?
I had the wire. No, I had the wire checked. The wire people were like, it really isn't the wire. So I went back to Virgin and they said, oh, okay, no, yeah, we'll look into it. We'll get someone out to fix the stuff. And then they were like, yep, you got like an email saying sorted. So I was like, cool. Obviously, I've not been streaming as much for a while, so it all seemed fine, just experience-wise. But obviously, the stream is the real test because you notice those moments a little bit more consistently. But it apparently doesn't super seem to be true based on my experiences today. So I'm gonna have to contact them again. But obviously, it's the nature of these things is it's long and tedious. You know, I'll contact them. They'll send someone out. Thank you, Cosmini, for the tier 1 to Hattie. So we just gotta pray.
What are the subs for this map? The subs are the money that people need to give me on the stream right this second. People need to open their wallets and give me subs on twitch.tv. But also Ziad is subbing in for Chase. Why did Alcad ban Winston? I'm pretty sure the Twisted Minds banned Winston, to be honest. Like, I'm pretty sure that was a Twisted Minds Winston ban and the bans are backwards. Oh, you have a clean slate, do you, Gorilla Researcher? That promised message didn't feel very clean slate of you, mate.
Thank you, Fart69.
That just gives it 10. Cried. Showbiz OW, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. See? He gets it. Open your wallets. Give me your money. Whiskey, not Wixie. Whiskey says sub. Lol, no. Oh, Whiskey.
Thank you, Ecliptic, for the 13 months prime.
A Bunnykins win? In this economy? No, Suki, no. I talked about it in Discord and then I purged my messages because I thought this is just not helpful. This is just not, it's not going anywhere.
All right, Diva ban as we
Alcad
head over to
ban.
King's Row.
Never seen anyone beg as shamelessly as Hunter. Why would I have shame about this? For what reason would I actually feel shame? I'm streaming so you give me money. Give me your money. Simple.
Platz is pogging right now. It's King's Row. Good to hear.
I'm not engaging with any of that, Suki.
All right, Farah ban from Qadsiah. Obviously a little bit wary of the Diva ban opening up the door for Psycho again, potentially. So they're just going to roll out here. Looks like Twisted Mind's leaning into the hazard again in all of this. Question obviously much more on what Ziad is going to play with it banned. Right now, oh, crank it.
They've cranked the music. What are the chances the game sound is still really low?
I don't know. High. Higher than you'd like.
This is an Aga happy for sure.
All right, doors open. Keep cranking it. All right, well, they cranks it, but we've got music only.
First day at the office, eh, boys?
So we'll get there. Here we go. Bit of game sound, and it does sound louder. Ziad.
Oh my god, it's louder! Yes!
Louder. And a big spear from Ziad. Simple is dead. Any hero you throw at him, Ziad will find a way to carry on. TVNT already cowering back into the hotel. Aggressive TP. Another spear from Ziad. It will be a trade onto Qadsiah from Psycho, but they need to stay alive now, Twisted Minds. They need to regroup. They need to play for a late recontest. Thank you, Man Ran Zig, for the 2 months tier 1.
Big ups, man. Ran Zig. Qadsiah, all they had to do was sub Ziad back into the lineup, and he is simply going to walk right over you. Bob Overwatch, thanks for the 2 cents. Our gaming ears are back. Congratulations, everybody. Now we can hear the Overwatch. Let's check the sync. 34, 33, 32. Tell me it works. 31,
Hold on, sorry.
30, 29, 28. I'm holding. 27, 26. These are seconds.
Maybe like it,
25. It's preceded by a 5.
Flicky spawns.
I had Flicky spawned it. We've got Psycho up on the high ground right now. Qadsiah, a little bit of a dodgy comp. Neither team playing Wu Yang yet again. This region, you try to tell me it's the best region in the world, you take away their Mickey Mouse symmetric cheese, none of their supports are good enough at the game to play the new fucking hero that's incredibly broken. Psycho in the backline, poking away, doing as much damage as he can from a distance. Kellex gets clipped halfway to dead, but can't quite get the finish. He comes in now, looking for more, and everyone from Qadsiah, they're surrounded. 6-7.
Clean up now for Twisted Minds as a result of that. Psycho was forcing everyone forward. They got corralled into a corner and they just couldn't keep up with the healing. No ults online in time, and they will be fully reset for free, meaning Twisted Minds can catch up now. Everyone's coming up to their ultimate. Could be a 10 ult hoedown.
Gonna be a massive hoedown. Who talks about hoedowns? Where are you from, man? Sounds like something you do in a barn in the south. Like, what the fuck? Qadsiah, swinging main. TVNT being spun into a corner right now, stuffed into a locker. Mirrored Kitsune Russians, but Checkmate goes down as he's casting that symbol. Libda finds a trade, beat is out for Kellex. Ziad popped the Terror Surge in there as well, and TVNT will be stuffed into a locker for a second time. Libda ready to finish that kill. Psycho's still fighting for it, but with no pulse bomb and no health bar, Qadsiah, they are going to come ahead in this exchange.
Hell of a hoedown, but Qadsiah come out on top during all that ult layers. Lubda and Quartz didn't invest their ults in either of this, so it's going to be Overclock versus High Noon. Obviously, Lubda has the TP to give himself a few more shenanigans as Psycho comes back on the Genji as well here. Decent enough matchup into this. You can see TVNT is trying to flank early through this right-hand side. Wants to find another way to engage from top or from this far right. You can see Astro teaming up with him already as they look to try and set up, create a bit of a distraction to give Quartz the space to get value with this Overclock.
Thank you very much. Overclock comes out. Lubda pops the High Noon in response, but Quartz is going to rip off Checkmate's head. Clean kill there. High Noon. The shot comes out, but no kill converted. And Qadsiah, I mean, they just have to kite back from this one. They've lost a man. They've been given a good opportunity to kite it out. Landon, though, he's going to get caught out on the way. He tries to TP back, but he TP'd to the tank. And that means that he's simply going to go down, and then all of his teammates are going to be staggered too. Hell of a blunder.
Hell of a blunder, and now Twisted Minds, they can walk all the way to spawn. Want to try and catch Checkmate out here, but TVNT doesn't quite have another slash to finish that one. So they will set up, and now they can choose where they want to be. They've already got Quartz rotating around onto the high ground, and Qadsiah, they're going to go low ground. So are they just going to try and go far right, just try and skip the chokehold? They're back in main.
Yeah, it looks like they've just run right through it. Pretty hard to hold that choke in all honesty, but look at Quartz. Insane angle from the big man up top doing so much damage. The TP in main to kite it out, and it looks like Alcad, they have escaped this one. It's insane the level these teams play Sim to. The way that they're able to kite that one out is nuts. Quartz still up on the high ground though. He slides in, he takes down Lubda. He wasn't up on the high ground at all on line of your face. He's also good for a kill onto Ziad, and Qadsiah, they're really struggling with this second point. Psycho's on Genji too. Ooh.
It's just for choke every time they come in. I mean, actually, yeah, checkmates. There's no way out for him here. TVNT will clean that one up. Option for Twisted Minds to hold close again or just keep utilizing that high ground. Qadsiah really need to find a way to go past this part. If they could just go maybe far right side, even flip the map or something, maybe that gives them more of an opening. You can see Astro's actually lurking for an early boop if they try and TP out here.
Yeah, I mean, Astro, he's well positioned to prevent them from going for this, but they still TP up onto the high ground. They flip the point as well. Oh, this is actually disastrous for Twisted Minds. Nicely timed Suzu as well. Anyone around the corner's caught out, though. Checkers down. Downpour's huge. TVNT really was killed. Zed finds the trade onto TVNT. Kellex finds the window of opportunity to drop the beat, and finally Astro is stuffed into a locker again. Qadsiah, he must have been a bully back at school because he's so good at this technique. Quartz tries to slide onto the cover, he just can't get it done. Back spawns for both of Twisted's DPS as well. They're the men that need to carry on the recontest, and they're going to be so late to the party.
Crazy good flip there coming through from Qadsiah. As soon as they can get that fight on a bit more of a front-to-back level playing field, they were able to convert it. They have the high noon for this next fight, Qadsiah, but an overclock, a blade. There's lots of ults for Twisted Minds to get back into this, but they need to make sure they secure the touch.
Noon for clock right now, and you can see Quartz continuing to swing main. He catches. Oh god! Blade for Psycho. What the fuck are we blading, Max? Oh my god, that was like a 5v2 blade. You can see this guy's still mental blocked on Genji all those years later, haunted by the dreams of his Vancouver Titans Ilios Genji performances. He's just afraid to let it go. Anything but a bad blade, anything but a zero-man blade. So he pulls it 5v2, gives it away. It is a brazen bull situation for Psycho, I'm afraid. If they lose the map, we are going to have to cook him in the bull. But Qadsiah, one last shot at this one. They're retaking high ground yet again. Wall is out for TVNT, but Ziad's been knocked down, and he's just going to die. It's going to cut him out.
They have time, yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to push forwards here, but Simple's getting ever closer to that Kitsune rush. Oh, the leg chase is good. They catch checkmate and look delay, and now all of a sudden the clock is Qadsiah's biggest enemy. They're in so much trouble.
Oh, TVNT, absolutely dominant performance. You can tell he had a little sugar before today's game because he is dialed for the second half. Simple, Kitsune Rush available. Qadsiah, I mean, they so desperately need a touch and it's so difficult. Ziad's taking a beating, only 3 seconds remain. Kellex, the speedster, he's going to roll in from the top. He will get that touch. There's a really slim chance for them here, but it just evaporated. Oh, don't tell me it's a reverse sweep. My points can't take it.
Great fight, great map from Twisted Minds, really. You saw him exploiting that high ground position, won multiple fights for free, which is what really undid Qadsiah in all of this. And now Twisted Minds, super capable distance, super pushable and beatable this, isn't it? Didn't even finish second, didn't even get it to the end of second, where it's actually quite easy to defend for the defensive side. Only at that corner, it's going to be so tough.
Music in between half times. The production company very clearly familiar with the product. Thank you very much, Bob, for the 3 bits. Love that. Can we get a gift sub going? Can we get a gift sub going for Kuffa? I don't want him to leave me. Please don't leave me.
Wait, Hattie says it's a banger. Leave it on. Don't worry, Hattie. It's staying.
Tune.
The start of it. This is music that precedes a big hoedown.
This is hoedown music?
Well, no, this is like modern hoedown music.
These new age Genjis have nothing on EQO. Who could possibly have written that message, do you think, Xavier?
Was it Guerrilla Researcher?
Yes, it
was! Many such cases. Alright, gates are open. You wouldn't know it because we have to let the DJ finish his song out of respect. Ziad has started on the defensive Zarya. Sim out from checkmate once again. Psycho onto the Echo. Quartz going to be building up this rail. 60 charge already as he swings onto the high ground. Bit of pressure onto Landon now. Burst Bubble comes out from Ziad. Bit of pressure back, but Lubda wins for Jewel from Hotel after that pressure from Ziad. Good early pick. Bit of time off the clock.
Thanks. Thank you, Cover, for the Prime. Thank you, Off-Brand Milk, for the 5 community gifted. Thank you so very much. Qadsiah, they've weathered the first of many storms. Unfortunately, they live in a very, very turbulent area, so they've got about 3.5 minutes of that remaining if they held on first point. Thanks again, Cover and Off-Brand Milk. That's a lot of money that you just dumped into my pocket. Happy September. Love those discounts. Quartz up on the high ground right now. Really good angle, and Qadsiah, they do have to back up. Ziad's used one bubble selfishly. They need a second bubble to contest some of the other space, but Ziad, he's used a second one for himself as well. He's trying to beam on TVNT, and it looks like TVNT was killed. Is he going to die? He will go down, so Qadsiah, they've conceded a tick, but they've taken 2 picks, and this is going to be huge for them. Now the snowball's going to really start building up.
Ziad fully charged as well, so a great situation. Thank you, Sunshine Bread, for the big raid.
Oh
Thank
my
you very
days!
much.
Estrogen raid?
Yeah, wait, is there an emote for it now? No, it's a sun shalalala raid.
Well, can my chat boost the levels of estrogen at least? If Sunshine Raid isn't going to be giving out estrogen anymore, somebody's got to do it. Carry the torch, folks. Ziad fully talked, beaming up main. TP out for Simple. He might find himself traded if he's not careful, because Ziad is just continuing to press this advantage. Poking poor little Simple off the corner. Looks like he's gotten another TP off, but look at the ult bank for Qadsiah. They could be ready to close it out with this fight if they just push fast.
Opportunity, but Ziad's getting ever closer to that grab. Double support up for Twisted Minds. Everything nearly ready to go. Ziad getting onto that high ground, looking for these right clicks. One onto Astro. Pressure onto him now, but Kitsune rush to trade. Ziad needs all the help in the world. He drops a grab before he dies. Copy B. Everything comes out. Simwall over the top. They survive for grab for now, but they're so low. TVT still dies. Out of copy now is Psycho forcing back. Simple's in trouble. They've held. The grab does enough in the end, and that's forced all the ults out of Twisted Minds as well, except for this overclock.
Then Freddy, thanks for the $1. Estrogenize me, only for money, I'm afraid. Anyhow, Qadsiah, they just used all 5 of their ultimates there. Quartus has a clock. Every time Quartus has pulled a clock on this map, he has cleaned house. He has taken over. So Qadsiah, they need to be so incredibly careful. If Quartz gets a big angle, if he pulls that clock with a fully charged rail, you need to kill him. It's so hard to kite it out. Maybe if they can all kite out with Checkers' TP, they could turn it that way, but you can see he's charging up the rail. He's looking for his angle. Many members of Qadsiah poking through the hotel, but the fight's about to break down, Zav.
Ziad's in big trouble. One bubble to get out. More damage coming in, but boop into the wide, and yeah, Astro sets it up for Quartz. He finishes the job. They swing inside, trying to pivot away from this one. Qadsiah, they're stuck behind enemy lines. They're trying to buy time. They need to get the touch soon. Final tick, ticking down. Checkmate's going to TP for it. Lubda's going to flank left-hand side, but he needs kills and he needs them fast. Needs to hit every shot. Can't. Just find the connect onto Astro eventually, but it's not enough. TM find the breakthrough. 3 minutes now to tie this series up 2-2.
That's 1 of 5 that Qadsiah needed, but they just could not deal with that overclock. Ultimately, Qadsiah, a 1-0 ultimate advantage in a region like this. 2 teams famous for their macro. They're just going to step up and take the win. Poor little Ziad, a little bit too aggressive. Ziad charging himself up, getting nice and talked pre-fight off the back of Quartus's very liberal, slow usage. Qadsiah, they really want 2 fights here. They push the cart right to the end of second, so if they fight quickly, they will get 2 clean fights. Lubda peaks high ground and gets poked out quite heavily early on. Ziad once again looking for a little bit of charge. Kitsune rush and Suzu is out for landing, but he's been forced to kite out of his own ultimate. Lubda with a genius off angle though. He catches Quartus. You can see Psycho. He's going to push top though. Trade out Lubda with the help of TVNT. It's a 4 versus 4. Kellex has the beat. Ziad's taking a beating. Suzu and Beat are both perfect. Counterbeat from Funny Astro not available. Copy is out for Psycho. He's close to the grab. That perk change is such a difference. They're trying to break the Copy Zarya, but they just can't do it. And that means that there's going to be a Copy grab and a beat. Twisted Minds, they need to push card. Oh, Checkers is going to go down as well. Grab is here.
Grab it, he throws it out at main. Oh, just expires before he can suck anyone back in. Yeah, just about saves him for now, but Qadsiah, they can't afford to stagger here. They're beaten to chase. They want this kill right now. TM smell blood. They've taken down Ziad. Fakar is hooting towards the checkpoint, and this is going to be such a desperate recontest. They have Symbol, they have recontest. Oh, how can they touch?
They can't.
Wall is good. Yeah, perfect.
Twisted
wall
a threatening
from
reverse sweep. Goodbye, Coffer. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for priming. Oh my god. A reverse sweep? Day 1 of EMEA? An El Clasico between Alcat and Twisted Minds? Not again! Great opening fixture.
Can I mute Hunter? I can't, Sunshine Bread. He's too powerful.
Fucking Sunshine Bread. Unbelievable. The writers really came through with the exact same script that they've copy-pasted the last 15 times these teams have played. I mean, it's honestly a bit tired at this point, Raylan. Yeah, I would have preferred a 3-0. Why does Sunshine hate you, Hunter? She's a misandrist. Oh, you want to play? Good shout. Just a reminder that Bunnykins did win a race here.
It's true, I hate all men. Even me, Sunshine Bread.
No, you're not like the other men, Xavier. Don't
I'm
worry.
not like the other men.
Yeah. 30 seconds on the clock.
It's okay, you're one of the good ones. I knew it. I always knew I was one of the good ones, unlike Max. I'm gonna need a hard copy of that message as well, please, for just in case.
Oh, please no reverse sweep. I feel like Landon's already been having a stinker of a series, to be honest. I feel like my points are cooked.
I mean, I think what's going to happen with Landon is it might be, like, positive, but it's going to be low positive for what will be one of the most expensive players on your roster.
That's such a pin. I'd pick the bear unless the man was Xavier. That's a good pin. Good message.
Oh, it's felt like a really frantic series, but I think that's partly because the games have been close, but partly because I also had I've been in and out. Now I can settle in for map 5. This one will be for all the marbles.
Why does Sunshine Bread not have a sub badge? Exactly right. She's a woman. She's a woman.
Do we have
She's
any
selling a VIP badge for gifted.
Do we have any of the good ones here who could hook up Sunshine Bread? Looking for one of the good ones.
Don't respond to Kawi, please, Sunshine Bread. I'm begging you.
Gift sub equals will not be killed in the female uprising. That's a great offer.
Script writers benched UB so Twisted Minds don't sweep. Ah, of course.
Whoa! Thank you, Sai, for the community gifted to Appley. And thank you, fish-themed person, who is one of the good-themed people, for the gifted tier 1 to Sunshine Bread. Please spare me.
And thanks for the 7
Class.
months. Remember to sub for
Class.
amazing benefits such as ad-free viewing. Hashtag ad. Thanks for the 6 months. Or 7 months. Welcome back. Ethical. Thank you very much for the tier 1 gift to Sunshine Bread. One of the good ones, as they say. Appreciate that. Thank you. Don't gift Mama Hampton
Wait,
too.
did you still...
Seriously, like, don't gift Mama Hampton too.
Thank you, Zimzif, for the Prime. Thank you for 15
Overwatch
months.
Esports Yippee.
It is a yippee moment, you're right. Did you have Checkmate on your roster still, Max? Because I feel like
Yes.
Sim
That's
is...
awesome.
Sim is
Shit for points.
not a point scorer, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
okay? Why are
My
you saying
roster's
it like
fucking
that?
cooked. My roster's so cooked.
I feel like we're getting like we're getting a turn here. There's like a personality shift about to come through.
It's not good.
The mask is slipping, guys. The mask is slipping.
Low JD6, thanks for the prime. Welcome. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends.
Thank you, Duke, for the 30 months. I have invented esports. You're right.
Boston! Hello, Boston. How you doing? Good morning, mate. Love that picture of you in the sex shop, mate. Really good looks.
What was he doing in the sex shop?
He's fucking holding the cock. Chase Torch is back in. Fuck off. What's the last map pick that's available. It's Cad picked Esperanza.
Yeah. They need to change the order of this, no? It's confusing to look at.
Yeah, I feel like
Put it in order.
maybe by next week we'll be able to actually see like clearly what the pick is, because right now
Is a Where's
the
Wally
Cad
moment.
pick is the least. It's actually like the least emphasized thing on the entire screen. Like, I don't know. If only there was like a reference standard to consult for stuff like this. 3 De Niro. What is that? I'll add it, but it's a little scary.
Wait, 2 seconds.
Chase is a Billy dang old. Rick Dos Lunas, congratulations. Fortnite 174638, congrats. Azerty Nerdy, Too Diverse, Jonowich, No Nano for You, Actually Pete, Fabi, Nymphy Am, and Do 192. Is that your sailboat, Do 192? Chase is going to go 40-1 on ball this map, trust. I feel like you missed Chase's first ball map, Boston.
Remember when I had Chase in my fantasy draft? What a good conversion that was for me to change that.
Was Chase in your fantasy draft, or you got him out?
I got him out, but he was in one of the earlier drafts of my draft. Yeah, it was a insane swap.
Like, genuinely, like, if you had Chase in your fantasy draft, your season is already over.
Would have been, yeah.
League.
I would have been
Like,
resetting the league. We would have been starting again on week 2.
You have to drunk drive in order to sober super
Entropy.
drive. That's just factually incorrect. Endo EZ 6-7. 6-7. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Pineapple, for the gifted tier 1 to Mama Hamster 2.
Don't do that.
The most divisive of all the chatters. Pineapple has picked a side.
Explosive Peanut 39 with the 1 trillion viewer rate. Thank you so much.
Alright, Esperanza. Ram ban from Twisted Minds. Qadsiah banned Sojourn. Presumably some kind of DPS protects here, and also to force Quartz a little bit onto the Freya as well. Ram ban won't be all that consequential, I think, for Twisted Minds. Actually, Ziad will just play the Diva instead. Kiri Lucio versus Juno Brig. Somebody tell these guys about Wu Yang.
If only this region could play the most broken support in the game, that is absolutely fucked. We're actually going to see Brig Juno in Big 25. If Twisted Minds win this map, I will shit in my hands and clap. Don't hold me to that. That is a really big commitment for a map 5 when they're 2-0 in momentum. And Checkers is dead first. Kelix is boxed into a corner. TVNT was killed though, so there's a 1-man advantage for the side. I need to change my alert box. You do it.
Lubza now still trying to battle his way out of this deal with the last couple of players. Astro half HP. Quartz is very much stranded in. Cleanup looking good. He has been demexed actually. Cleanup not looking good. Quartz with an outrageously good late trade. Connect will eventually get dropped. Quartz gets 2. How on earth has he done this from this position? Now all of a sudden what was meant to be a clean fight for Qadsiah is going to be a very messy one. Quartz is actually going to go onto the Ash. Coming back here. All sorts of stuff coming out. Twisted Minds will be able to regain this high ground quite quickly, as Qadsiah have no choice but to wait for Ziad to get this mech back. He's only half charged.
Okay, cool. Now you don't get a notification until you have 5 viewers when you raid me. Fuck you all. Unbelievable. Just had to ruin the fun, didn't you? Not allowed to have fun anymore with 3 viewers. Now some small chungus streamer is going to give me 3 viewers and you fucked that up. All right. Qadsiah, they need to get back into this one. Ziad, 98%. He will get back into... What? He squished his Psycho on the Genji. God, this guy really is cursed on this character. It's actually so sad. Lubda, Ziad. Lubda's going to clean house now. And unfortunately, I do fear Max is the most cursed Genji in the entire world. TVNT does find a late trade, but I mean, look, Twisted Minds, their supports still don't have ultis. Qadsiah, they can really press the advantage and go fast.
Yeah, unbelievable. We talked about how difficult that was going to be for Qadsiah, a baby, and trying to desperately get remake before Twisted Minds can go. They think they find a chance to punish, and Psycho is going to swap onto that Tracer now. Support ults nearly in play. Lander's going to have a Kitsune Rush beat shortly to follow from Kellex. Twisted Minds can respond with their own support ults, but they need Astro to get in this raid first, so Twisted Minds might have to factor in a kite soon once this Kitsune Rush comes out.
TVNT up on the high ground right now. He's looking for an angle to close in on the back line. Already, Qadsiah have this support ult advantage. They'd be really wise to leverage it soon. TVNT loses half of his block. He has to slash back. He's got no cooldowns whatsoever. There's a good kite taking place right now for Twisted Minds, though, and Checkmates gets picked, and there's an orbital ray available. Suddenly, a horrific situation for Qadsiah. Ziad goes deep, looking for more. High Noon pulled in main at the same time, but TVNT's holding it down on the card. Rally comes out for Simple. He's so incredibly low, but he goes down. Landon finds the kill. Libda traded out. Beat was dropped in there by Kellic. Somewhere in the mix, Ziad's back on the cart, looking for a kill, but he just can't find it. Suzu out from Landon, but Qadsiah, they've dumped so many ultimates into a lost fight now. Oh.
Ray will expire. The rest of Qadsiah is still trying to get out of this one. Ziad has to be careful, but Qadsiah have gotten back out. It'll be another fight on middle, but now TVNT has the downpour. But lots of things to work around here. Has to find a way through the Suzu and the Matrix. Looking for his opportunity. Both teams coming back to full strength. TVNT looking for a target. Checkmate is already behind. Pulse bomb in hand. Looking for this backline now. Eyes on the brig. Goes for it to stick. No awareness from Simple. Easy one for Checkers in the end. Big opening now. Quartz is going to drop a high noon. They want to turn it onto the high ground. Ziad harassing him. Checkmate is behind as well. Going to fly in. Ziad goes for the kill. TVNT's fallen during all of this as well. 3 members remaining for Twisted Minds. Quartz has no way out of here, surely. They're trying to pocket him through. Quartz is going to try and roll back to the team, but they're all over him. Astro has no choice but to die on point, and Qadsiah should get cap off this.
Explosive Peanut 39, thank you so much for the 5 brilliant viewer raid. Well done. Well done. You earned that one, to be honest. You earned that one. Landon has the Kitsune Rush available for the next turn. Qadsiah, they've got nothing else in the tank right now, but Twisted Minds, they've got nothing defensively whatsoever, so if Psycho can't land a big pulse bomb, this Kitsune Rush could just be massive for them. Even if they can't convert kills, they're going to post meters off the back of this. Checkmate, he blinks in, he's already had his recall forced, so now the rush is out on cart, and you can see it's unkiteable for Twisted Minds. They're still trying to hold it down on the cart. Funny Astro, he's getting pushed indoors. Checkers and Ziad together. 1-2 maneuver. Psycho's down as well. He drops the pulse in this one as well. And Qadsiah, they're looking completely in control on this map 5. 76 meters and counting. Turn those numbers around.
Lots of meters, but Quartz with a late trade gives him a chance to come back into this one. Qadsiah might just choose to disengage back to the high ground here, buy a little bit of time to get Lubda back, take another fight on middle. By then, they should have their beat up as well. Just need to be careful not to lose anyone late. TVNT looking for a bit of a chase. Can't do much more than secure the high ground, but Twisted Minds will be happy with that. Really want this Kitsune Rush from Simple, though, so they have something to respond to Kelix's beat with.
I mean, it's just nice for Twisted Minds to be able to disable the close spawns at this stage. Calix's beat could really be the difference maker, though. A nice little beat push onto Quartus is really all they need to close out this turn. You can see Shifts exchange. Beat comes out from Calix. Flashbang, and it's just TVNT sort of stuck out in the open. They're trying to catch a squishy, but a lot of this beat push has really run out of steam. Finally, they catch the kill on Quartz, but Lubda's a bit isolated. He needs help, and he does not receive it. TVNT has lost his suit, but Qadsiah, they're trading back and forth. Ziad and Checkmate are the only men left standing, but it is only Psycho left on the cart. So ultimately, Qadsiah, they are going to clean up this fight. Ziad, he uses his little accurate bullets to drill Psycho from distance. But Twisted Minds, they can't be too displeased with that fight. They did trade out very heavily. Qadsiah did not have close spawns on for it. Really, about as good as you could request.
Yeah, I thought it was actually an opportunity for Simple to respond with a Kitsune Rush. He didn't have it at the start of the fight, but he had it part way through, but chooses the conservative option, and they've got so much damage onto Ziad. He has to be real careful here. He doesn't get his bomb forced for nothing. They want to keep going with the Kitsune Rush. Again, Ziad's going to try and walk backwards and fly. They clear Landon out from the side. Self-destruct onto the high ground. Can't find anything, but Ziad will be safely back in mech. So, bomb for Kitsune Rush. Qadsiah will be alright with that one.
Yeah, ultimately, I do think that that's a pretty good trade. I think trading a bomb for a rush, now Landon can push back in with the rush, and Funny Astro might just have to beat it if he's not careful. And he's very well experienced in beating it, though. So, Kitsune Rush comes out from Landon, instant beat in response from Funny Astro. I told you he knows how to beat it. High Noon comes out from Quartus. He's on the low ground. He's a little bit isolated. This means that Lubda can swing. He catches Funny Astro. No beat for that one. Lubda rips off Simple's head as well. And now Quartz stuck at this dicey angle, just not in a position to carry. Lubda kills absolutely everybody, and Qadsiah, even if Quartz finds this late trade onto Landon, does it matter? They might actually stagger. They're staggering him. Oh, yuck.
Yeah, full Matrix, nothing Quartz can do here. He's going to get flashbanged, finished off by Lubda as well, so that's going to be free positional advantage for Qadsiah as they get their spawns back. They're trying to stall it out a little bit here, Twisted Minds, but it's Qadsiah who'll be back to 5 faster, and Quartz is actually, is he gone Sombra or is he just swapping in spawn? Is he sticking this?
Oh, heavens. Quartus on the Sombra on map 5. Not what we need. Not going to make the difference. TVNT stuck underneath. TVNT potentially was killed here. Pulse comes out. Thoughts and prayers. Checkmate. Not sure what we were aiming at there. Shooting fish in a barrel, and he managed to hit the barrel. Kellex gets caught out with beat by the Quartus Sombra, but close spawns have been snuck by Qadsiah. So it's really not the best fight for Twisted Minds. They even have to invest a bomb on the back end of it. Wait, they're getting meters. They didn't just skill check. Oh, no.
Outrageous checkmate there. Objective focus. Gamer gets him a few meters on the board out of that one, and that's going to slow Twisted Minds down even more. They're coming out better on a few of these fights, but they can't convert it into anything meaningful. Checkmate now swapping over to the Sim, which will make TVNT's life a little bit harder. Qadsiah also beat bomb ready to go. They can play this one aggressively if they want. Simple again doesn't quite have a Kitsune rush in time.
High hopes for this sim swap for checkers. Make things difficult for TVNT, a little bit for Quartz as well. TVNT instantly being microwave, beat forced. Oh no, beat actually out from Kellex to keep the tempo going. Funny Astro's down, and it is just a shooting gallery, a meat grinder beneath the cart. TVNT, he dies off cart as well. This is going to stagger him out. You can see Lubda, he pushes over to Quartz, but TVNT, he literally can't touch the cart. He's too slow, so he's going to be staggered out. You can see him hobbling his way over to the objective, but he just doesn't have that dog in him. So checkpoint will be disabled, or enabled rather, before TVNT even goes down. And I mean, this is the dagger, this is the twist right here and now. Thoughts? No thoughts, Sunshine Bread.
Kitsune Rush nearly up for both teams now. TVNT back onto the hazard. Quartz getting very close to his first EMP here, but they've got a lot of fights to win in a row now. Twisted Minds looking for their opportunity. Quartz going right-hand side. Still needs 3% for this, so maybe a farm cycle first as they try and clear Ziad off the point. Now the EMP is up as the Kitsune Rush comes out. Simple will mirror that one. Quartz has the EMP to keep going if they want. He's just looking for the manual hack onto Ziad, though. Can't quite find it. Goes for it again. Forces Ziad back. Looks to find space with the high noon. Pulse bomb out too. They're all quite low. Suzu catches everyone. EMP on everyone trying to collapse onto TVNT, but Checkmate's already killed too. The EMP, it's not enough. Qadsiah, they find all the kills. Nowhere to go for Astro, nowhere to go for Quartz. More meters for Alcad.
More meters for Alcad right now. Ziad's got the bomb, but maybe that's all they're going to need. TVNT coming back on the Hazzy. He really wants to try and fight Checkmate with this one, but ultimately, we're in Avril Theory territory, folks. So, close the curtains. Avril, no way. Exactly right, Harrison. I'm afraid it's so. Flank for Quartz. He double bolts Checkers. He can clean this kill, but he misses the final shot after hitting the hard ones. Disastrous. Ziad now got a bomb. Beat out for Funny Astro in main. He comes flying off the top rope. He's looking for a target. He finds Checkers. He will clean up that kill. Ziad throws in the bomb. Kellex is on the payload right now. One man advantage for Twisted Minds. Make that two, and don't call it a comeback, because there's actually no comebacks possible in an Avril Theory situation, especially with Psycho and Genji, but it actually is not over yet.
Not over yet. No trades as well. So the first of what needs to be is several clean fights for Twisted Minds. It's such a long way back. And Checkmate has Simwolf on his next engagement as well. Both support ults round the corner too for Qadsiah. All the ults to win it. It's up to TVNT, Max. He needs to hit the biggest downpour of his career.
I mean, I think he's good for this one. It's the next one that's a little bit more concerning, to be honest. If they can win with the downpour, I feel that's entirely possible. Downpour is out. Suzu for Landon, a little bit short,
huge!
but you can see Qadsiah. No, they're being sensible. It's a massive downpour, but we're going to see Ziad block cart. Don't get hyped.
But now they have more ults, no? This is a harder ult situation now for Qadsiah. Simple's going to have the Kitsune Rush nearly. Psycho's going to have the Blade just afterwards. I mean, it's still a big deficit for Twisted Minds to overcome, but I feel like just the downpour would have been easier to deal with.
I know that I really want Alcad to win for my fantasy points, but I desperately want Twisted Minds to win to prove Avril Theory wrong. I really need that. Okay? 100-meter lead, surmounted. Simple on the card. Kitsune Rush out in response from Simple. A later Kitsune Rush and a beat from Kellex. Onion Theory falling to bits, but so are Twisted Minds, unfortunately. Avril would never be wrong about Overwatch, ladies and gentlemen. As Qadsiah, it took them a while. It wasn't easy, but they are... Oh, what's and Simple even play KD? Qadsiah, they are going to win 3-2. Close one. Avril Theory, proven right yet again. The analyst.
Yeah, the ult deficit's just too much to deal with in the end, and Qadsiah will close out their two-map lead. Well, was a two-map lead at one point. Again, these two teams seem impossible to separate. Well, I say impossible to separate. Qadsiah are always slightly ahead, but they're neck and neck. Twisted Minds also fairly competitive in a meta that we thought was going to be quite bad for them. So there's maybe some promising signs there, though it's also fair to say how much of what we felt like might have been the new meta did we really see at all during this series?
TBNT's been slain. Thanks for making the picture, Discord. Appreciate you. Let's roll up some marbles, shall we? Morning on. EMEA not doing shit this meta. Until their fucking 40-year-old support players can learn the new DLC hero, it's not looking good for them, I agree.
Give them a while, okay? Just give them a while.
Thanks for the send, Harrison.
Yeah,
I'm switching to Europe. They just play Hazard Qadsiah every day. Yeah, get over there, PK.
Whoa! Thank you, Cran.
You got a prime, PK?
Thank you, Cran, nice for the big raid. Appreciate it, mate. Hope you're all good. Welcome, everyone. You've actually just missed a banger, but don't worry. There's more games to come. Another one from EMEA when we got all of North America.
Anybody in the mood to listen to a Thai Seth Rogen clip by any chance?
You just watched it, did you, Cran? Oh, it was a banger then. You guys enjoyed. You didn't miss at all. Beautiful.
I think when the ads stop rolling, I'll give you Thai Seth Rogen.
We were worried if you were an Qadsiah fan there.
That's gas emergence. I've already tweeted, but...
Great comeback.
Are we going to get any raids? Yeah. RE Hunter? What do you mean, Bob? What does that mean?
Can we watch Thai Seth Rogen? You guys love Thai Seth Rogen. Wait, have you got the link, Max? I'll show Cran's viewers.
Oh god. Which of you viewers is OWCS Struggles? Someone from OWCS Struggles is camping my chat.
I know who it is.
Who is
I know
it?
who it is.
Who is it?
Should I reveal their identity live on stream?
Yeah, you should. They're screenshotting Kuffer saying, I'm a tank player from Israel and this is my gameplay. I'm putting it on their Twitter account. Unbelievable.
I'm pretty sure it's Cartman.
Cartman?
Yeah. I think so. They can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Cartman! Alright. Let's listen to Thai Seth Rogen. You want the clip? You want to play it for your own stream?
Hook us up, yeah. I feel like the Cran viewers, if they've not seen it, they deserve it, you know?
Yeah, no, everybody. Genuinely, if you were going to take one thing away from today, it would be this clip.
Alright, lock in, everyone.
30 seconds on the marbles as
ของ
well.
เราในวันนี้ในเกมนี้ก็จะถือว่าเป็นแมปที่10แล้วนะครับของเราในวันนี้ซึ่งเลือกเป็นเป็นไปได้ยังไง
เอ้ย
พี่บอกพี่บอกใครผิดได้เหรอเป็นไปได้ยังไงเดี๋ยวก่อนคุณอย่าแกล้งผมอย่างนี้ดิ
นี่ไงผมชอบ
What the hell What the hell
2 ซีซั่น 2 สเตจที่ผมอยู่มากับเกมนี้แล้วผมรู้ว่าเขา
What the hell? It gets me every time. It gets me every time.
When they transition to the what the hells at the end of it as well, just such a... Oh, it's awesome. So awesome. All right. I need to rest me throat a little bit. It's a big game that was.
Yeah, I need to solve this fantasy thing.